Yo, what's going on? We are back with another episode of the Need to Know podcast. Yeah. Alex, what's going on, my brother?
Hey, man, we are in the building. Another week.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. That's a lot. That's a lie. It's a lot going on.
The weather is changing here in New York.
Yes. You happy, right?
I do love this time of year.
Yeah, this is our bag.
Fall is like, what's your favorite season?
It's got to be fall.
Is it fall?
Yeah. Winter is too cold. Summer is too hot.
Yeah.
Right in the middle. I'm a spring baby, but too much rain.
Too much rain? Okay. Yeah, the fall feels good.
It does.
Like,
especially if you're going through global warming.
I mean, we've been doing that for a while now.
I know. We're in the middle of October. It's like 75 degrees. I don't know how to feel about it.
It feels really, really, really good out here. And honestly, it's weird because maybe because we've been trained since we were younger, going to school back in like August, September, depending where you live, right?
Yeah.
So September feels like a new year, although it's like mid to end of the year almost.
That's a great point. It always felt like a reset.
Yes.
Just because we were going back to school.
Yeah.
When actually back to cold.
And that just tells, like, that shows me how programmed we are.
Yeah.
I don't want to start the podcast with like being programmed and being conspiracy man. But it's like, for real, like September, because in New York, you go back to school early September.
Yes, I think down south, what is it?
August?
Like
mid-August. They go on like August, which sounds crazy to us, but I think a lot of people go back around that time. But for me, September's always feels like a reset. Fall, football season comes back.
Yep.
The day that we're recording this, the NBA is back. So like, this is like prime season.
We're in the middle of it.
For somebody like me.
Yeah, like us.
Like us.
People that like to watch sports and stay home.
Yeah. I do really enjoy staying home these days.
Staying home is a vibe. Take this from a retired outside nigga.
You ain't been outside in a long time.
No, I tell you, bro, I'm always outside. I'm just not.
But I ain't see you, though.
I'm just not posting. I'm doing a very good job of hiding.
Why you do this, though?
It's a lot, man. It's exhaustive. A lot of talking,
but
a lot
just
of energy
snap a
swaps.
Flick.
Yeah, I'll snap a quick flick and but I've already left the spot by that time.
Yeah.
Hey, if you see a picture of me at the spot, I ain't there no more.
Okay.
I'm gone.
All right. I like this time of year.
It's good to stay home,
Halloween,
man.
All of these things. With that being said, hopefully you do hear us.
Yeah.
The last episode that we put out was affected by the AWS internet outage. I don't know if y'all have noticed anything different on your internets.
Look at what we're relying on.
But I feel like there was that whole internet outage and it messed up with our Apple upload.
Now, for those of you that are asking, what is this AW outage? Amazon Web Services is a cloud computing service ran by Amazon. And its services are back to operating as usual after an outage caused widespread issues across the internet. Now, I was in a lot of confusion when I was trying to bet and lose.
On a Monday night.
On a
cold Monday night.
I was like, damn, FanDuel already got it out for me. Look.
You know, I was going to send you that ticket, too.
You didn't.
Nah, I was.
You was? But then the outage
But I couldn't make the outage fuck me up, bro. The outage disconnected us, and I didn't even really mean for that to happen. Like, I was going to send you that one.
Yo, don't even worry about it, SaVon. The NBA season is starting.
It's back.
It's back. I know you.
Back.
Come on, you know you good for 10 to 100,000.
I'm good for a little something. Just know I sent something over to Kieran.
What the fuck?
No, I forgot.
What the fuck you mean? You forgot on the same chat.
You see how he do us?
Yo, Llama.
Yo, wait, hold on. Yo, we ain't even start the pod. Yo, what's going on? It's the Need to Know podcast. Yo, how you doing? What you need to know? When you need to know? The Need to Know podcast.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
SaVon.
Yo, Llama, what up? So you sending parlays out and not to everybody?
Nah, he just copied. He was right next to me, so I just showed him real quick. Like, yo, boom, get a boom, boom, and the bang, bang.
Did it hit? Tell me it hit.
Nah, we gonna know when the episode come out.
Nigga, tonight you did that?
Bro, I was over there.
Oh my
cooking
God, man. Why don't you want to see me win?
I always want to see you win,
Come
brother.
on, man. We got the same accounts.
Nah, we gotta run it up too.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You're right.
I bet. Well, Kieran, I hope you hit. I'm praying you hit. Honestly, no him. Fuck you, nigga.
If he hit, I hit.
No.
It's like when we used to go to the parties.
When do I hit?
Remember when we went to the parties back in the day? When you hit, I hit. We hit. Like, it's an us thing. We all hitting.
No. I'm praying for you, killer. I'm praying for you.
Oh, man. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit more about the outage because that was actually kind of crazy. But again, for anybody who was trying to tap into our latest episode 335,
sorry, y'all.
If you were affected by it on Apple, it wasn't our fault. We did everything we could. I reached out to Apple. I reached out to all of the people on the back end. I text Alex. I text Kieran. Kieran texts me. I was really worried. I'm like, yo, they got us. We compromised. Shout out to my good sister, Antoinette. Her feed was removed. Around the Way Curls was completely removed from the Spotify platform.
That sounds like a hacker to me. I don't know.
Well, they get real political over there, so the conspiracy theories that I have are a little bit different than the ones that I have for us on Apple. I think ours was truly affected by that AWS outage, which is kind of scary because who the fuck knew that Amazon ran the internet?
The world.
Wait, who knew that companies was buying service from them like that?
That kind of makes sense, though. Y'all think Jeff made all that money from fucking hangers?
No, I mean, huh? Now you gotta get your panties same day.
That's right.
They sending out the pantyhose in the same day.
How you think he getting to you same day,
bro? Nah, I didn't know. I had no idea, and it just made me feel like, oh shit, I picked the wrong career field because I'm completely reliant on Wi-Fi.
Look at us. We should have gotten a tech.
Yeah, I need to go use these hands, bro.
Okay, I mean,
I gotta go blue collar nigga shit.
No, you go right where you at.
Nah, I want to learn how to fix a car for real, not just a tire.
There's still time.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to because if Amazon owns the internet, they own the NFL, they own my shopping cart.
Yes,
they own. I didn't know they owned the actual internet service.
I think most people will be surprised at what these corporations own. Right? Like front-facingly, it might just look like it's the product.
It's scary.
It's way much more, especially when you get the money to go buy other businesses. Hell yeah, man. We started as a motherfucking, damn, what did Amazon start off as?
A book company.
It was a book fucking company.
You remember when?
And now we're going to sell to the world.
Society used to read those.
I still read books.
I said society. I know what we do.
We're not in society?
Nah, but we exclude. We the outliers.
I don't know, man. I just saw a Gucci Mane interview, and we'll get to Gucci Mane today. And he spoke about how he reads a lot of books.
He did.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Hey, you know what, man? Hey. Let's start the pod. God damn it, we are back. We are here. It's another episode of the Needs to Know podcast. Thank y'all for rocking with us. We truly appreciate it, especially if you're over on our Patreon.
Yes,
that's right. I don't know if we announced this yet, but if you've noticed, since our Ish episode, if you haven't checked that out, shout out to Ish, shout out to Yazzie. Please make sure y'all go check that out. We have reduced the cost for you to become a member.
Yes, we have.
We're trying to give everybody a little bit of everything. And with that said, we slashed it in half.
Yeah, we're at $5.99.
So right now we are at $5.99 for you to become a patron, become a part of the show, get everything first, exclusive video. Okay, we no longer have the full episodes on YouTube.
Right, but our segments are still available.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. And you can find the full episodes over on YouTube. So if Amazon decides to compromise our Apple feed again, you'll never go without because you'll be on our Patreon.
Hello.
Which was not affected at all.
Until they decide to buy Patreon.
And then we're fucked. And then we're fucked.
And it's over. Yeah.
And then it's over. But yes, thank y'all for tapping in. I go by the name SaVon. If you're new to the podcast, if you're new to the channel, if you're new to the feed, SaVon. And the N is for no new friends because I'm tired of these new niggas, these old niggas. Everybody fucking with me, getting on my nerves. Salute to you. What's going on, my good brother?
Man, I like that. Everybody is getting on my nerves too.
Fuck them.
Fuck them, right? What up, y'all? Your boy, as always, the Pac Bone Poppy, never alone, always with a posse. And today we are joined by our beautiful audience.
Yes, indeed. And we also joined by our guy. He's been real consistent. Now,
he's been great.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if he's here only because he's getting paid.
Safe bet.
But he's here. Shout out to our guy Llama. What's going on, man?
Yo.
Llama.
3 times in a row.
Hey. People fucking with you, man.
For real, I ain't see the comments because y'all.
Me either. I can just feel the energy.
One comment about your ass, Llama.
Crazy, right?
I can just tell though. If I fuck with you, they fuck with you.
I'm gonna sign on the Patreon though, because before I couldn't afford it. Now I'm good.
Nah, we chopped it in half just for you.
Just for you, man.
Yeah.
Take it right out your paycheck.
Little $5.99 won't hurt you.
Nah, it's good to have you here, man.
Nah, shout out to Llama. Shout out to the Needs to Know Studios. If you're in the tri-state area, please make sure you book. It's really dope that we're podcasters that own the space that we record out of.
It's great. I love when I'm on Instagram and I just see a podcast recording on
that shit is fire.
It's just kind of fire.
That boosts my ego.
It does.
I ain't gonna lie, there's a few things that boost my ego. And when I see us getting money,
that's a good boost.
Like front-facing money.
Yeah.
Sometimes niggas be getting money, but you don't really know if they get money. When I see,
you see it.
I be like, damn, look at us.
One of my friends hit me like, yo, I got an interview at your studio this week. I said, oh yeah?
Word?
Yeah.
One of my friends hit me and said, yo, you had somebody on your podcast recently and I hated that motherfucker.
Oh, damn.
Word.
At least they honest.
It wasn't me, right?
No.
No. I told you, they say you good.
I mean, when they don't say nothing, I mean, they say you good.
Exactly. You straight, man.
But now there's a ton to get into today. I do want to shout out the Patreon community, though. We will start there with y'all, the people who make this thing go. We appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Also, I want to add this too, because I know, with the NBA season, we actually started talking a little bit about the NBA coming back, returning. It's now on NBC.
Yeah.
So you need a Peacock account. And the NFL, you need an Amazon account. And also, if you have Hulu for TV, for ESPN, all of these different services, you need to pay to watch these sporting events.
You know, Adam Silver said it will cost $650 to watch all of the NBA games this season.
No, I mean, it's tough. And that's just one league.
Across all streaming services.
So now imagine if you're somebody like us who are avid sports watchers. Like, I'm even watching the MLB playoffs.
Right, yeah.
Games have been amazing.
That's when baseball get exciting.
Games have been amazing.
They've been good.
It's been really fun.
Facts.
Oh, shout out to also the underlying, brewing matchup coming.
Oh.
I don't know if you peeped.
I have seen Drake even talking about it already.
Bro.
I seen it. What's the odds, right?
It's the Illuminati. We gotta call it a spade. He only needs to know podcast. We gonna tell you what you need to know when you need to know. What you need to know is sports is entertainment. It's all the same pop culture. There is no coincidence that the Toronto Blue Jays
and the LA Dodgers
and the Los Angeles Dodgers are in the World Series.
Crazy talk. Now we gotta see who wins.
I mean, we know who's gonna win. If we're gonna bet, if you want to do it, we can do it live on air.
Hey, I don't know who I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for the team that beat the Yankees.
Okay, all right. I'm not mad at that. You going with Toronto?
Yeah.
The Blue Jays.
I'm going with the Blue Jays. They beat us.
They did.
I was upset.
And I understand that. It's actually funny. The one time, because I've been to a ton of Mets games, the one time I went to a Yankees game up in the Bronx when I was younger, my grandparents took me, I got a chance to see the Blue Jays.
Oh, really?
And it was ass back then, but I remembered. I was like, oh shit, the Blue Jays. So yeah, we got the LA Dodgers against the Toronto Blue Jays, Canadian Blue Jays. Shout out to Vladdy G. Little Vladdy G. He was out there wilding in Toronto.
You seen him, right?
He's going crazy.
Boy's all right.
But he ain't never met an android. And I'm talking Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, Ohtani 101, man. He the only nigga that could do everything.
My boy asked me, hey, yo, so for anybody who doesn't know, some of, the listeners, and I'm not going to just single out the ladies. I was about to really get on my sexist shit and be like, yo, ladies, this is your time to I'm going to educate you.
He's going to be like a DJ.
I'm going to educate you.
Ladies.
Yeah, but anybody who's not familiar with baseball, Shohei Ohtani is a pitcher and one of the best hitters in the MLB right now today.
Which they would consider an anomaly, right? Because most people only good on one side of the ball.
Yeah. And he's really good on both sides of what it is that he does. So much so. And he also, he's fast. He steals bases. Yeah. Right? Like he's a freak of nature. Like we've never seen anything like this. Yeah. And so one of my boys, he had asked me, he said, hey, do you think that Ohtani could play like in the outfield? I said, why wouldn't I think he could play? Like he can do anything on that fucking diamond.
Anything.
Yeah.
He's so good that he got away with betting on himself. He blamed it on the translator.
Yeah, Michael Jordan shit. That's what I'm just when you really the GOAT.
Hey, you can just do shit.
So you know what? We might actually have to put something together. If you're the GOAT of your sport, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
They honestly might allow you to do whatever.
Because we all know LeBron on them roids.
Yo, chill on my man.
I love him. But the nigga, I ain't gonna, no 40-year-old man.
That's natural roids.
Yeah, I know. He doing his thing. Michael Jordan has some gambling shit that he had going on. Yeah. You know my guy, the great white, Tom Brady. He was deflating balls and all type of different shit, right? So every great has a little bit of that controversy around their name.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all was playing right in our face with that Deflategate shit, man.
But why that's the only one you focused on?
I mean,
I just listed mad scandals. Barry Bonds.
I know, but that one just, they were that's when I knew what gaslighting was.
So the white man showed you what gaslighting was.
That was the first time. Okay. Niggas was asking like, wait, is something wrong with the Bulls? Patriots and Bill Belichick was like, nah,
ain't nothing wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong with these balls.
Check the PSI.
And they checked. Them shit was flat as hell. What the fuck? Man, salute to sports, but I'm with you, man. I know there's a lot of people out there who are excited for the new seasons, but it's going to be pretty expensive. But let's see how we manage it. Make sure you find your illegal site.
Yeah.
You ain't get it here from us.
For sure. Yeah. And we are the pod of the people.
Yes, absolutely.
So the only thing we ask you to like genuinely support is this black business.
Us.
Okay, everything else, please go bootleg, because I'm bootlegging shit, all right? When I travel, I go to these different countries, they don't have Hulu.
No.
I got to bootleg some shit.
What you think I'm finna do?
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even when I'm home in my couch, you think I want to pay the $14.99?
No. And there's a thrill about just getting something for free.
It is.
Even if you could pay for it.
It really is.
There's a thrill just knowing you getting over on somebody.
Nah, man. See, we just need y'all to support us because we support you bootlegging niggas, just not us.
Exactly. You know, just support us and do the bootlegging elsewhere.
I ain't mad at that.
Yep.
With that being said, Alex, there is a ton to get into.
Much to get to, man.
You know, actually, let's. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it.
What's up?
We will just keep this week at least. We'll keep the Patreon fan audience questions for a Patreon episode.
Yeah.
Let's get right into it because we got a ton to talk about. Chris Brown. He's back in the headlines. He's back in the news for all the right reasons because I love when I could look at a hater and watch him drown. All right? Sometimes you just got to watch a nigga die.
Talking about Kevin McCall.
Yeah, Kevin McCall. Shout out to Kevin McCall.
What's wrong with him, man?
One of the greatest pens in modern R&B history.
He's incredible.
He's super talented.
Yeah, he's worked with Chris Brown. And a lot of other R&B legends. Yes.
Yeah. He's one of the ones, if you aren't familiar,
right.
Mama, if you don't mind just pulling up some of his songs. I know the one that comes off the top of my head. They actually did a mixtape together. Like, it was a real movement that they had.
Yeah.
Especially right after Chris Brown had his whole legal situation, that whole situation with Rihanna. He kind of revived his career around that Kevin McCall collaboration. But I know Deuces was a really, 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 really big song that they collaborated on. And that was my introduction to Kevin McCall.
Same. That was kind of like Chris Brown's Bad Boy era. Not Puff.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like kind of leaning into, not him being liked by everyone. Kevin McCall was a great writer at the time, still is, I'm sure. But they were very much in sync with the type of music they were making at that time.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to pull up his catalog. Like his individual songs, I don't know. We don't know those.
Yeah, we all know. Yeah.
The ones he written, Deuces was his biggest song.
For sure.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Hey, wait, that's not about it, Lama. I know Kevin McCall got some heat for his pen has heat.
Name him off, Lama.
Come on, don't do it. He said, and that's about it.
He saw some songs he didn't notice. Didn't know what to do. He panicked.
He did No Bullshit.
That was good.
That was good. But it's Chris Brown. I'm talking about the other stuff for other artists. It was mom and pop store songs,
Regardless, though,
local hits.
He does local hits is crazy.
The local hits is Strip, Deuces, No Bullshit.
He did Strip.
Strip was a good song.
Strip was a good song too.
Come on, Lama.
And
She Ain't You.
She Ain't You.
You naming like classic songs talking about his bullshit.
Play that.
Like, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about outside of Chris Brown. Outside of Chris Brown.
I want to do what Alex does, which is lead with love.
Yeah.
So I want to leave with love. Anybody who's not familiar with some of these songs, this is No Bullshit.
Come on, man.
Featuring Kevin McCall by Chris Brown off the Fame album, which is fire.
3 in the morning.
Hey.
You know I'm horny. Yo, she don't know the words to this song? She too young for you. Put a smile on my face and you leave in the club.
Okay. Yo, hey, where was you when this came out? I know.
Probably getting cheated on or something.
I know. Wait.
And take off my clothes now. What happened? You already know what time. Let's go.
Hey.
Here. And
hey, we don't use those.
We do.
Hey.
We said gangster. Oh shit, that was the Gangsta Grills version. I was in the Gangsta Grills.
I got the DSP version.
Yeah, remember okay.
Of course.
You remember the Gangsta Grills version,
of
right?
Course.
Okay, yeah.
So that's No Bullshit.
Yeah. And that was No Bullshit.
And that's one of the ones for sure.
Yeah.
But Kevin McCall, he and Chris Brown, they had a very turbulent relationship, to say the least.
You got the clip, man?
I actually do have the clip. Yeah,
okay.
I'll pull that right up.
Kevin McCall sat down with Back on Fig, which is a podcast by T-Rail and some other members who used to be on the No Jumper Network. And not for nothing, if I want somebody to feel bad for me, this is how you do it.
Word.
This is how you do it. I ain't gonna lie.
EBT card. And this is at Breezy Bowl and made 90 whatever the million. And it say KKKKK Max. Can I get 25,000 for them four songs I owe you, bro? I just want to leave, bro.
Leading up to who he is
I'm not even tripping though. I got an EBT card, my nigga. Like, what the fuck? I can't even get nothing, bro, man. Y'all want to see me cry in here, so y'all can think I'm a bro. That's ain't fair. Hey, I'm on EBT, bro. Hey, that's why. Hey, look, bro. Calm down, bro. I'm on EBT, smack. Look.
Damn, he drooling out the mouth. Oh, that should say my name.
That by my face with a mask like COVID, bro.
Hey, I was in the hood last night. You know what I seen at the Popeyes window?
What you saying?
EBT accepted.
Yeah.
This nigga mad at help. Hey, I know it's not the help you want, but there are more and more places accepting EBT. Dunkin' Donuts too.
Yeah, the bodega around the corner from where I'm at.
They got that.
You could get all the turkey and cheese and milk. You could get your essentials. Nigga, do you know how much groceries cost?
I'm trying to tell you, man.
I might need to go fuck with some EBT.
I know some rich niggas that use EBT right now.
I used to use EBT.
Yeah.
I used
fresh out of
you
college.
started working here, right?
Yeah, nah, way before that.
Oh, we ain't reversed that?
Wait, we ain't help you.
I might need EBT again.
We ain't help you get off the...
Shit.
Nah?
I might need to sign back on because.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Damn, thought we was changing lives here. Need to know productions.
Hey, 1 week at a time. We're gonna get you there, Lama. I promise you. You are amazing. You are great. Now, in this clip that SaVon just played, Kevin McCall is crying. He's breaking down. Do you know people have already reached out to him?
Really?
Young Thug tweeted.
What'd he say?
Oh my God. You know, I gotta treat Thug tweets like Meek Mill tweets, but it was something along the lines of, "Hey man, I got that 25K you looking for, fool?"
All right. I actually got the tweet.
Oh, you guys.
All right, because I don't think he said that. I don't think he called him a fool.
He was a twin?
Nah, he didn't call him twin either, brother.
Oh, okay.
This is Young Thug on his Twitter. He said, "Yo, Kevin McCall hit my." Oh,
Can I read it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right. Kevin McCall hit my line, my nigga. I give you that 25K you need. And I know CB give it to you too. Also, bro, he a real one. Niggas is busy sometimes, brother.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
That was a good one.
Thanks.
I ain't gonna lie. You gotta teach me how to be like you.
All you gotta do is listen to his jail call. That was all I needed. I treated them jail calls like AI detection.
You was ChatGPT.
Yeah, I treated that shit like AI detection. I just picked up. But no,
hilarious.
He's saying like, "Hey man, I got 25K for you." Chris Brown got it too. I don't know if Young Thug remembers if about the Kevin McCall alleged mental health issues. Do we remember that? Do you remember that same one?
Yeah.
Where people didn't know if he was doing the best mentally?
For sure. All right, so there's two ways to go about this conversation.
Okay.
So let's do this together in real time.
Let's do it.
All right, we could be mature and we could be responsible because we do have people who listen to us and we thank y'all. We appreciate y'all for tapping in with us, right? Or you can get my inner thoughts.
The latter.
Because yes, it is sad to see anybody going through any type of struggle. One, if you associate somebody who has the talent of a Kevin McCall, you would not assume that they would need government assistance, which is essentially EBT, right?
Right.
So for him to be on that means he's clearly not doing the best financially, or he doesn't believe he's doing as great as he probably should be when some of the songs he's allowed and he's helped Chris Brown get to where he's at. Now, let's be clear. Chris Brown is the vehicle of talent that allows him to be where he's at, selling these stadiums, making $100 million. Kevin McCall called that out. And I think that's a little bit of pocket watching, but as great as his pen is, it also is a testament to Chris Brown, which I think also needs to be highlighted here. With that said, Kevin McCall has also violated Chris Brown in many ways.
Did people forget? You remember, right?
Yeah, no, nigga like I don't.
You ain't forget. Yeah, you don't forget.
I don't forget that type of shit.
I know.
I know a nigga right now. I can't wait. I can't wait to run into that bum ass, bitch ass, bozo ass, bigoted ass, bum ass nigga.
Shit.
I can't wait. I see you, nigga.
Nah, me too.
See, all right. So
I got your follow.
Yes, in one breath, it is.
Yeah.
Hard to see somebody like Kevin McCall go through what it is that he's going through, knowing some of the struggles that he's been through. But I also keep the receipts.
Give him some of the receipts, man.
So this was just last week, and we're gonna go a little bit further than last week.
You're in my head, bro.
We here.
You're talking about when Bryson Tiller congratulated Chris Brown.
I'm in your head. I'm in your bank account. We here, nigga.
Damn, nigga, move.
All right, go for it. Because you got it pulled up. Fuck it. Let's do it. And this is recent as within the last month.
So when Chris Brown completed the Breezy Bowl tour,
yep,
Bryson Tiller was also featured on the tour. He was very appreciative. So much so that he bought Chris Brown another Lamborghini, not that he needed it, just a token of gratitude and appreciation on bringing him out on tour, etc. Wouldn't you know that Kevin McCall posted in his story and captions it at Bryson Tiller. I told you, little bro, crazy light-skinned niggas got, oh shit, got the best bussy.
Oh, you thought that said Best Buy?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
See, I glanced at this, but I ain't really, got the best bussy. He got you hooked now too. Two? That shit fire, huh? Now I'm hot. Why won't he divorce me? Laughing sign, laughing sign. Hashtag gay pride paperwork party soon. This was just last week.
Yeah, this is not too long ago. So this is the energy that you was putting out a few weeks ago. I'm going to go out on a limb and make this assumption. I could be wrong, Alex. You could tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But if you're on EBT today, you were probably fucked up a few weeks ago.
Just last week?
And was on that shit a few weeks ago. So, I get it. I understand how you feel when this clip of you crying came out. Yeah. But also understand that you were probably in a similar position a few weeks ago. And this was your energy then. So, how do we get here?
Oh, man. You know how I mentioned Gucci Man earlier? Mm-hmm. I think the theme of today is going to be mental health.
Okay.
All right. Because I'm down to laugh and tell the truth today.
Okay.
It seems as if Kevin McCall is still suffering from some mental health issues. I don't know if you remember, he was locked up for a little bit as well.
I don't actually remember that.
Oh, you remember that?
No,
yeah. Kevin McCall was locked. I think he just got out like last year.
Hey, well, you know what? I'm going to read some more tweets and then we're going to talk a little bit more about it before we get into the mental health.
All right, bet. Yeah, please
So this was a few years ago. Kevin McCall and Chris Brown, they got into it a little bit over social media, back and forth on social media.
Yeah.
Kevin McCall says, Chris Brown and his seed would be in a casket if it had anything to do with me being shot. Stop playing with rumors or I can't promise CB will make it to 29. I kept him alive 7 years now in LA. Don't take the humbleness you see in me as a weakness. Chris wouldn't have had a head to tattoo on.
I remember this. No, you're not getting 25K after that. The fuck?
Let me go back to Chris Brown and his seed
exactly
would be in a casket. And then he continues to go on. So
sounds like an episode to me.
Kevin McCall, I'm going to let you in on something.
Tell him, let him know.
You could talk about me. You talk about people I love. I don't have children, but had I had a child and that was the energy you directed towards me, fuck you.
Mind you,
all right.
Kevin McCall got kids too.
Fuck him.
He's a deadbeat.
Oh, yeah. He is one of those.
I'm going to also give you a little a clip of what Chris Brown had to say a few years ago, too.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I just woke up and I thought about something. If this nigga wrote all these songs that he claiming he wrote, why he ain't write no more?
Man, watch out.
Oh, wait. This is just one part of my house.
So now this is Chris Brown showing plaques in his house.
And life after K-Mac. Man, I'm gonna stop playing with this nigga. He's a bitch. Thank you, K-Mac. I bought this with your money.
This is a Rolls Royce.
I bought this with your money.
That's a Porsche.
I bought this with your money.
This is a decked out Jeep.
I was thinking about giving you this, but you're a bitch. But I bought this with your money too.
And that's another Jeep. And that's another Lamborghini. On the West Coast.
Another Lamborghini. That one with your money too. I took a shit and then I bought this car. He's looking at you so disappointed, bro. You look whack as fuck.
So, again, I know people do mature. I don't know how Chris Brown feels about this. I don't know what he's feeling or what he's viewing when he saw these videos. I'm sure it's reached his phone that Kevin McCall is crying literally about, hey, I'm fucked up. You doing $100 million on the tour. I do want to say this. Like, a lot of people overestimate, and I want to say that again. A lot of people overestimate their influence and their part in somebody's journey.
It's going to be another theme for today.
And I think Kevin McCall, as talented as he is, I think humbleness will go a long way. And being honest with yourself, like, yes, you had a chance to work with Chris Brown and you are talented. So you guys created something amazing. Yeah. But there's a Chris Brown before and clearly after you, and he's still topping the top of the charts today.
Not true.
You know what I'm saying? Without you.
Man, you know what I think about? I think about, it's funny, we started with sports, and I'm going to equate that to this example as well. You ever know those players who you know can play? They're healthy, but for some reason, when they land on these organizations and these teams, they don't get no playing time. One player that comes to mind, Ball. Right? Ball was on the Nuggets. I think last year,
the Suns.
He's on the Suns, right?
Phoenix, yep.
And you kind of saw glimpses of when he would play, he would not play, but everyone would just scratch their head and be like, there's got to be something that we're not privy to.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I get with Kevin McCall. And there's something that us as the general audience may not be privy to. Like, for most people who are watching the clips of him crying back on Fig and feel bad and feel remorseful, I'm not mad at them. I get it because that's just their human nature popping out. However, I think people in the industry, people in Chris's circle, people close to Kevin McCall, shit, even his baby moms that he's a deadbeat too, know the real spill on him. And again, it might really just be the mental part that I think he's having an issue with. Because you're right, SaVon. He should have noticed when to be humble, what Chris Brown was, how influential he was in his career. But somehow there's something not allowing him to do so. It makes me think it's something mental.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yo, Llama, before we actually started recording, you actually had a story about this. You mind sharing?
I can't pull it. I can't find it now, but it was basically a breakdown of him selling his catalog, and he got $500,000 from it.
Kevin McCall, right?
Yeah.
I remember that.
He had to pay taxes, so we get $250 back. He bought his mama a house for $50K, and he blew the rest of the money. So now he doesn't own no bullshit. He doesn't own those big Chris Brown songs. He don't get no money from because he sold that catalog.
Okay. So
and he was with Eva, the model.
Yeah,
Marcel.
Eva,
right?
Eva
Marcel. Yeah. My fault. I said Eva. Eva.
Yeah.
She said that he owes like $3 million in taxes. So
$3 million in taxes?
Yeah.
How isn't he locked up? Wait, you could owe that much?
Nigga, ask Dane.
Wait, I ain't gonna. Wait, hold on. You could owe $3 million?
Don't get hyped.
That's a good threshold.
It's not a good threshold.
I ain't made that much yet. Wait, you could do $3 million and be free?
You could be $20 million and be free.
That's fucking crazy.
No
so
bullshit.
why they get Wesley Snipes and Fat Joe?
Wesley just didn't pick up the phone.
You gotta acknowledge that you owe.
There you go. They just want to know that you know that you owe them. You don't pick up the phone. You don't send no mail out. They gonna be like, oh, you playing.
Got you.
I got something for you, nigga.
Okay. All right.
So now, Kevin McCall should know that he sold basically all the catalog he had left, right? He should know he's $3 million in taxes, right? You see where I'm getting at, man?
Mm-hmm,
There's something missing. Why don't he know this? Why we know this and he don't know this?
Yeah, I don't know.
And he's also probably blackballed, now that I think about it, because we did speak about, Chris Brown said you could do it again, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you can't at the level that you would want to do, right?
And that's when it gets tough.
And that's when it gets tough, right? You're not able to really earn at the rate that you're accustomed to.
Mm-hmm.
Pay bills, do things in the industry, etc.
Yeah, I mean, again, it reminded me a little bit of, remember a few years ago, Michael Beasley was on the Pivot podcast.
Yeah.
And he got really emotional about his situation.
He opened up.
And I think the common denominator between the two, very, very talented and never fully tapped into their potential, right?
Yeah.
Michael Beasley, he's super talented, one of the best, greatest scorers, especially in college. But he never really lived up to his potential in the NBA. And he said that on record. So it's not just me assessing it as a fan, but he's also said like, yo, maybe if I had a little bit more guidance or I had a little bit more knowledge, information about this thing, I could have tapped into a little bit more potential. And similar to Kevin McCall, where I feel like some people just kind of get in their own way. I know LA is a monster to kind of navigate.
Man.
Alex, I do want to say this about us.
Yeah.
We were blessed to be born and raised in the proximity of New York City, although we live on the outskirts of it.
It's a blessing.
We navigated the energy in New York.
Yeah.
And when you are not from these big cities and you get placed in these major cities, you see with athletes all the time, right? These guys go from the suburbs of, I'll say, Ja Morant.
Yeah.
Grew up in South Carolina, now you in Memphis. That's a major city, a major market. You're the face of this city. That comes with a lot of pressure. You see it with a lot of athletes and a lot of people in general. And sometimes people aren't ready for that responsibility.
They don't know they're not ready until they have to take on the responsibility of it.
Exactly. And even somebody like a Chris Brown, he grew up in Virginia, then he moved to LA, and when he moved to LA, you see the shift in energy. You see the shift in some of the things that is happening in his life. And I'm not going to credit that to him. Although, let me say this. I will accredit it to just being in a new environment that maybe you're not as familiar with. Where if you grow up in LA, if you grow up in a New York City, if you grow up in some of these big cities, the Houstons, the Miami, whatever, you can adapt a little bit more. So I don't necessarily know what it is with Kevin McCall, but
Kevin McCall from Virginia too?
I'm not exactly sure.
Look that up real quick.
Yeah,
we should know that.
We should know where he's from. But regardless, it just seems like, you hit the jackpot.
Wow. Kevin McCall is from Watts, Los Angeles. Watts is home to a ton of gangs.
A lot of people.
I'm sure he grew up pretty rough. So to kind of have your start in Los Angeles and still not know how to maneuver, it's pretty interesting. But it really just speaks to the distractions and to how it could affect you.
Nah, for sure. It's it's one of those unfortunate situations. I'm curious to see if Chris Brown responds. I would actually be really delighted if he doesn't respond at all, because I think when you start speaking about people's kids in that way, and you have these moments in these episodes, and I think it's a really good transition to kind of go into Gucci. I know we got other verses to talk about, but the fact that we're on the theme of mental health, I think it just makes sense.
It does.
But when you're in these mind states, and even like Nicki Minaj, a lot of people are looking at Nicki, her latest rants and outbursts on Twitter and trying to attribute it to either mental health or drug use, right?
Feels familiar.
Nothing about what she's been doing seems normal, or like she's in the right state of mind, whatever that reason is, whether it be drugs, substances, or mental health.
When I see any celebrity type in caps, I think it's cocaine.
Okay, all right. Yo, we gonna get on this podcast every week, and I told you there's two niggas I'm gonna defend. It's Nicki Minaj and Big Sean. Now,
you're good for a Big Sean cover.
I'm not here to defend, but I just have to, because again, I'm gonna defend them.
No,
so let's go for it.
Let's go for it.
If you wanna,
we could do it.
Let's do it. Why I on it?
Where do you want to go?
No, let's go to Gucci, because
wait, before you go there, I need to backtrack.
Sure.
So Eva said that he's owed $3 million. Now he don't owe $3 million of taxes. He's owed, but because he sold his catalog, he can't. It's no longer for him to get that back. So he's owed $3 million in unpaid royalties.
And royalties. Oh,
yes, my fault.
No, you good. I was like, the IRS owe him? Now that's new.
I was about to say, if we could get 3 M's of taxes and be free,
watch out.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Facts. I'm gonna break something down. Thank you for that, Lom. Appreciate it.
No problem.
But yes, Gucci Mane visited the Breakfast Club this week. He's basically on his new book. He put a new book out. So he stopped at a few places, and this was an interview I didn't know I needed. Not for me personally, but I think this is the type of interview that can really help a lot of people, a lot of folks, whether you're going through it or have family members, friends, and loved ones that are going through it. And long story short, I know SaVon is going to play a clip in a second for us. And if you don't have it, let me know. I'll send it over to you.
Yeah, send that over, because I don't know which one. I got a Gucci Mane clip, but I don't know if it's the one you're talking about.
It might be. Just play it for me. That's fine.
It's on Big Bank.
It's on Big Bank?
The one that I got.
Okay. Well, he sat down with Charlamagne, DJ Envy, and I want to give a salute to Charlamagne and DJ Envy. They took the interview very seriously. They asked questions that normal people could probably relate to. And he basically shared with those people that he's been managing schizophrenia.
Which is it's shocking.
Crazy.
Very shocking.
Not really, right?
No, I think so.
Remember what I told you about cap letters? Gucci Mane is one of them people that used to write in cap letters on Twitter.
Good.
Remember that?
You're good at what you do.
Very mean.
No, I'm not gonna lie. You're good at what you do, because I didn't remember that until now.
Remember?
It just hit me.
Do you remember when he used to crash out on Twitter?
He was a crash out for sure.
You remember the last time he spoke to Charlamagne?
No.
Angela Yee, what he said about Angela Yee?
Oh, yo, it's coming back to us now. Yes, he was mad at Yee for she had spoke about him, right?
No, she said she was giving it up.
Oh,
you gave me that bow.
Was that an episode?
Yes. If you watch his Breakfast Club interview, you will realize that most of the crazy erratic moments for him on the internet Well, because of episodes.
So yeah, let's get into the clip that you've been referring to. This is Gucci Mane on The Breakfast Club. It's a pretty long clip, so just let me know when you want to cut this off.
What was it like just trying to protect the business that you guys have built while
I have a
he's
system.
personally...
I take his apps off his phone.
This
First
is
thing
his
I do, I
girl.
delete Instagram. I delete
Keisha
everything.
Cale.
Even
his
if
wife.
I got to change his password, I'm changing it because I don't need the public to know he's having an episode. You realize you'd never know about any other episodes since September 13th because I control that. Because you're not going on Instagram, you're not going on Twitter, it's deleted. You know, and I just control everything at home. And now before the episodes come, I catch it. So that's why he hasn't had another one. And how you catch that is he doesn't speak to you. He wants to be left alone. He don't eat. He does not sleep. Text messages, there's a period after each word. And I'm like, you're going through an episode. You're sick. No, I'm not. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Why do you think that? You're not speaking to me. Well, there's nothing to talk about. I said, well, that's not how you speak to your wife. And I'm like, you're sick. And we snap out of it right then.
Wow. You know, we heard Kim this week say how
Pause that.
Kanye just used to give away their...
It must be a blessing to have a wife who cares enough, has enough patience to actually want to understand what it is you're going through and not just write it off as, yo, you're crazy. Now, she might think you're crazy, right? But she actually wants to stay, help, and figure out what's going on. I don't think a lot of people have that lifeline, right, or that support. Where we come from, moments you start bugging, we write you off as crazy. Yeah, that nigga smokes some late shit, he bugging.
Yeah.
And now that said person becomes crazy for the rest of their lives. But in actuality, we're all going through different types of traumas, different types of PTSDs. And it was really refreshing to hear her talk about her husband the way she did on this interview.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cars and stuff when he would go through episodes. And in the book, you talk about...
I did
that.
You just used to be giving away stuff.
I gave away jewelry.
Money.
And
Jewelry
money,
cost so
yeah.
much.
Money.
You know how much it costs for jewelry? Like,
Yeah.
I would give my friends jewelry, and like they know I went well, they'll take it.
Damn.
They take
That's why,
advantage of you.
I felt like, damn, they know something's going on with me, but they'll take it. So it's like, when I got out of jail, like I cut off all my friends, my old friends. 'Cause I'm like, damn, they were taking advantage.
I wonder what the psychology is behind that. Like, why when you going through an episode, you feel
Give
like...
away money, and I don't know.
You don't care
You're not
about
in your
nothing.
mind. Because the money don't, it's not, you kind of like in a warped world. It's almost like, it's a psychosis, you know what I'm saying? It's not, you dealing with stuff like, you hearing voices.
Yeah, they have voices.
And you hearing voices too, like, it's telling you to, you know, you might think that.
Which, the point where well, first off, before I even make that point, salute to Gucci Mane and his team and his wife and his inner circle for being one of the prominent voices, especially in Atlanta. I can't think of too many people who has the influence of a Gucci Mane. So
Very few.
for him to be able to say, yo, this is what I've been diagnosed with.
Yes.
I've done the work to understand why my brain is operating the way that it is, why I'm moving the way that I am.
I come from the same blocks y'all come from, the same walks of life. And when you see me identifying with this issue and cause, you might be able to do the same thing.
And it's somebody who's from New York, it's somebody who grew up in the Gucci Mane era, it's somebody who looks at the Jeezys, somebody who looked at the Ludacris's, the T.I.'s, because they all come from that similar era. Gucci Mane was the last person on my personal radar. And I know a lot of people who grew up in different regions of the country feel like, yo, what was his, like, we understand that Atlanta had this movement, but why is he regarded in such high regard, right? And I know it sounds ignorant to anybody who was really tapped in, but I'm just being honest for some of the people that I knew at that time throughout all of this. And for him to do something like this, it clicked for me. It made me understand he has been himself through and through throughout his entire reign in music.
Yes, and it made me debunk all of the Gucci Mane was clone stuff. Not that I ever believed that nonsense.
I did.
Did you really?
Gucci Mane
You subscribe to that shit?
Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne, they might have a case.
Eminem.
Nah, MM.
There's
That's
a lot of dudes.
He just ain't got the blonde in his head no more. That's M.
He was, they was cloned in my head. But now maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was just a different personality.
And because he had to be a different person to survive. That's a lot of what I heard in this Breakfast Club interview. Like, I'm glad that I moved away from the hood. Certain songs trigger me. Do you know, remember So Icy? So I say, I'm so icy. You see how I'm smiling? So that song triggers him. Yeah. So it brings him back to a time where he was a different person. He was a different animal. He had to do certain things in the streets just to stay alive. And it's like, damn, we calling you a clone. It's like, no, you had to change or you were literally going to drive yourself insane. Mm-hmm. I gotta salute that.
Nah, for sure. And again, like I said, we don't necessarily do this enough in our culture.
Yeah.
Just be accountable because he never had to share this information, especially when you got money, influence, and a team. You could always kind of skew the message. You could say, hey, I was just going through a mental health crisis. You could just say, hey, I just wasn't in the right state of mind at that time. But for him to come out and say, yo, I battle schizophrenia every single day. I am diagnosed with schizophrenia, and this is the obstacle that I have. That's a different type that's a new step forward for hip hop. And I don't know if a lot of people really grasp the severity of a Gucci Mane saying, hey guys, I hear voices and I need help at times to kind of keep me on track because I'm dealing with this mental disease.
He speaks about how drugs and stress can alter your brain chemistry. And that's essentially what it does, right? And, you know, where we come from, yo, we was never laced before. Everything is fine. So he felt guilty that this was happening to him. Yo, why me? Why is this happening to me? Why am I the only person that has to deal with this? Not realizing like, hey, when you start to take some of these substances, they can change you, right? And when I think about the Kanyes, when I think about the Nicki Minaj's, those are both people who have had episodes and who have taken substances. They both, you know, opened up about it. And I think it's something that we should pay attention to, right? Again, it's very easy to just write someone off as crazy. But a lot of the time, when shout out to Gucci Mane, you're able to kind of pinpoint its origins and kind of where it started, you know?
And I hope, because there's somebody like a Gucci, and I want to say, I can't remember the exact interview, but I heard Gucci talk about the verses with him and Jeezy.
Yeah.
Recently, like you said, he's been doing a lot of press. So I heard him talk about that verses, and I heard him talk about a specific moment of, yo, I was ready to go in there on bullshit. I was ready to go in there, and whatever was gonna happen because me and Jeezy, I ain't fuck with that nigga, he ain't fuck with me, but we was gonna take this stage and do whatever we needed to do. It was live, and honestly, I was on bullshit.
Yeah, he said it.
Whatever he was going to do was going to dictate the night because I knew I was going in there on a mission to establish how I feel.
Yeah.
Now, for anybody who doesn't know, Jeezy and Gucci, they have a very turbulent history. They had beef growing up in Atlanta, coming up in Atlanta, and people died because of that beef. And Gucci Mane and Jeezy, before that verses, nobody really knew what their relationship was. They didn't really know, but it was a moment, so they did it for Atlanta. And Gucci Mane said, yo, I'm going in there and I'm pretty much going to challenge him as a man, his ego, and see how he reacts. I'm going in there, I'm playing the diss songs, I'm dissing his dead homies because, you know, there was lives lost on both sides, on my side, and this is what we're going to do. And so in that moment, it made me realize, like, okay, there is room for growth. You know what I'm saying? And Gucci saying, when Jeezy didn't give me the same energy and he moved like an adult and say, you know what? Instead of going and matching your energy, I'm going to take a different approach because I want us to be on a different frequency. It says a lot.
Proof that it does pay to be the bigger person.
At times. Because I'm ready to be the little person.
No, don't be the little nigga.
I'm gonna be the little.
Be the big man.
I'm gonna be the little man.
Don't be the little man.
Because these motherfuckers be playing. I can't wait to be little man. You seen Little Man?
I see. That's a great movie.
I'm trying to be Little Man one day. Wings. Fuck the big man all the time. But in that case, I get it. I do.
Yeah, no, for real. Because imagine if Jeezy would have matched that energy. He was on the Breakfast Club talking like, yo, we was all strapped with it in there.
Yeah.
Nigga, imagine if we would have seen shots ring off on my little IG Live on my iPhone. Yeah. Just watching this little verses and shit. Shit could have got critical.
Crazy.
And not for nothing, the term schizophrenia, right? Or just being a schizophrenic. With the amount of distractions, vices, and mistakes that we can make in this day and age, I think it's a term that we should probably start to normalize. It might sound a bit crazy, but I'm starting to realize, SaVon, yo, people are actually schizophrenic. But you wouldn't really know because we associate it with, all right, you would be in a mental institution. right? Or you would have 1,000 doctors, you would have a bunch of pills, you would have known since since you were born. Not necessarily true. Like, we really have schizos walking in everyday society. We just label it as something else. Luckily, Gucci Mane has the resources, the love, and the support as to where he could kind of fight through it. She talks about his wife, Keisha Cole, how his episodes might last about 14 days. I know niggas in the hood right now that can't last 14 days once they go schizophrenic. Mm-hmm. You just gonna get labeled as such. They'll throw you underneath the jail. You might get in some bullshit, right? Mm-hmm. But they don't get the same care, taken upon them. So it's tough. I'm looking at the whole term differently.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I'll kind of wrap this conversation with this.
Yeah.
So I had the privilege and honor and, the ability to work at a homeless shelter right before I kind of tapped into the media space.
Yes, you've spoken a lot about this.
Yeah, my transition into media, I was actually funding my dreams through working at it's an unhoused. I don't think they
unhoused
say,
unit.
Yeah, they don't say homeless anymore.
Displaced people.
All of those things.
Yeah.
Nigga, you homeless. Nigga, you ain't got a home.
That's corporate homeless.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's corporate homeless.
Yeah. When I was working there, it was called homeless. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I had the honor of working with people who were misplaced, who didn't have a home. And I would say 80% of the clients that we had or suffered from mental illness.
Yeah.
And I would honestly say one of the scariest scenarios for me was being in these homeless shelters with people who were suffering from schizophrenia specifically.
Yes.
They were speaking to themselves, talking to themselves, disconnected from their families. Their families felt like, yo, this is the best place for you because, one, you're not behind bars, but yet you're still in the institution of, whatever.
Yes.
That framework of having a mental illness. And it was really scary and it was really tough. And, they do hear voices. They do talk to themselves. I don't know the level in which Gucci Mane has been, experiencing these things, these symptoms, but it's real.
Yeah.
And it goes untreated and it's not as, overt as autism, right? It's not as overt as somebody who deals with cerebral palsy, right? People who have physical ailments of, clearly you can look at them and say something is not right and they need treatment and they need care. Compared to a schizophrenia,
right,
where they could operate and act as normal, but when they get in those spaces of not being able to function, it's scary.
I agree.
It's scary, bro.
I agree. And, you speak about working in the shelters. I think a lot of those people are being mischaracterized as just homeless people. You know what I mean? Oh, he's just homeless. No, there's more to it, right? And again, I just wish there was someone for all of these people. But I'm looking at the terms differently, man. He's a functioning schizophrenic. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. And it also gets worse. It also progresses as you get older, right? Like, these are things that they don't necessarily get better as you age. They actually get worse.
It heightens you.
And so because he was able to have success when he was younger, he's able to get the right care and treatment today. But think about all the people who don't have those luxuries. They're at Times Square and you're looking at them and you're judging them and they're at, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
he's
homeless.
Downtown Los Angeles, and you're looking at them and you're thinking, oh, these people are terrible or whatever the case may be. You're judging them because you're not really understanding. They're going through battles that we can't even understand. Like, a lot of people that go without homes really suffer from mental illness, because anybody who, and we all know life circumstance kind of changes everything. But again, I worked in this field, so I got to see it up close. I'm not just judging based off what I've seen. I've worked and I've lived in it. And most people who do not have homes, most people who cannot provide for themselves suffer from mental illness.
Starts to lead you there.
And it's not that they don't want treatment. They can't get treatment. A lot of these people, because, and this is a deeper conversation, but sex is one of the easiest things to act on because it's instinctual. Yeah. You see somebody sees you, maybe they don't really understand your mental health. How many times have you had sex with somebody and asked them about their mental health history or their family's pre-diagnosis.
Yeah, they be one of the crazy ones. Oh, I like it when she crazy.
We ain't got we don't know.
Okay.
And now you're fucking on somebody who got 19 generations of schizophrenia. And you just like, yo, what's going on? Right. You have no idea, right? And so a lot of these times, these people get placed in these situations and they're having sex and they're having children and they're procreating and they don't even know because they don't have the resources or education to even know what's the fuck is going wrong? What is going on with me?
Yeah.
Right? And so I think there's a greater conversation there. Shout out to Gucci Mane. Again, I don't fuck with his music. I don't listen to that shit.
He's got some classics.
I'm not saying he don't, but every time I hear that, I'll be like, yo, what the fuck is this? I don't care. But I respect his influence. I respect him as a man. I respect how he's been able to say, yo, this is something I'm struggling with because I don't think I've ever heard somebody, especially at his magnitude, say, I am battling schizophrenia. Not saying I have a mental health crisis, which is very broad. And very general, which is easy to kind of skate behind. For you to sit here and say, yo, I'm experiencing hearing voices, not because of the drugs. It sounds cool when you hear voices because of the drugs.
No, yeah.
That sounds hard.
He said it was the lean and the drugs. That's what he said. That led him there.
It led him there, but now he's in a sober state of mind, still talking about, I hear voices and I'm going through this. And he's allowing his wife to say, yo, when he's going through an episode, like they're using terminology that says he has some shit to work through. And I want to salute that.
Nah, me too.
I want to salute that.
Shout out to that wonderful couple. I hope the best for them. I hope he continues to grow.
For sure. And I hope it inspires a few people, if at the very least, to be like, you know what? Maybe I need to go see about something, or maybe I need to ask questions, or maybe I'm going to encourage people to use ChatGPT. Talk to ChatGPT. Let ChatGPT be a form of therapy. I'm not going to say rely on it completely because I feel like there's a human connectivity that we need. But let it be a tool to kind of guide you on, be like, yo, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm going through, and maybe it could guide you in the right direction. But I think it starts with humans. And with that being said, Gucci Mane is a very influential human, especially in our community.
Trap
and shout
community,
out
hip hop.
Exactly.
Yeah, that means a lot. Like, it's one thing to constantly hear mental health information and advice from a Charlemagne the God, right? But to hear it from somebody who was so into the streets, who was so highly respected in the streets, who had a bunch of people signed, Soulja Boy, the Migos, Nicki Minaj, Waka Flocka Flame, to have that amount of information, history, to hear it from that person, it's like, all right, you know what? Like you said, I hope it really does urge people to go get checked out.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back a little bit, because I did have this whole section carved out for verses, and I don't mean like the musical concert performance verses.
Not yet.
I mean people versus each other. So we started out with Chris Brown versus, or let me not say that, Kevin McCall versus Chris Brown. Now I'm gonna go to DJ Vlad versus G Herbo.
Man.
I feel like if we go keep it in the streets, we talking about Gucci Mane, let's revert over here, because I've been documented. I listen and I watch DJ Vlad interviews. I think DJ Vlad serves his content serves a purpose. But I also think, as somebody who has paid for Vlad's content, somebody who has watched his content pretty closely over the last few years, and also somebody who gives him his credit for what he is that he does, right? It's easy to look at Vlad and knock him for all of the things, for all of the bullshit that may come attached to his name, and him not being black, him being a white guy in a hip hop space. Like, I understand all of that, but I do think in a space where a lot of people don't necessarily do hip hop journalism and investigate and try to come with as much facts as possible. I think he does a really good job. Him and his team, whoever he's working with,
that's what he
does a really good job at that.
And the research.
But I understand the knock on Vlad in the same breath. And I think Vlad, the personality, versus Vlad, the platform, are two different conversations.
Right.
And this conversation with him and G Herbo is a prime example of that, where Vlad, the personality, I think he put too much dip on his chip. All right.
Because he was being interviewed on his channel, right?
Which is something he's incorporated.
Yeah, that was interesting for me to see.
Yeah.
I think DL Hughley was one of the people. And if I'm not mistaken, was it DJ Envy as well?
I think so. That's something he's been in. DJ Envy, I seen Boosie do it. I seen Interview
Vlad.
So at the end of his interviews, again, this is what happens when you pay for the content. So you gotta pay for that shit.
I'm good.
Nah, you ain't paying for that.
I'm gonna use your login. What's your login? I'm good.
That's what they need to know. You pay for it. Nah, I'm fucking with you.
I was about to say, because I checked the channel. I ain't seen no Vlad descriptions.
No, so what happens? Oh shit! When you pay for DJ Vlad's content, he gives you the episodes in full ahead of time. So instead of him chopping down and busting down the interviews, he just gives it to you all at once. And so at the end of his interviews recently, he selected a few guests to interview him and ask him whatever that they wanted to ask. So somebody like DJ Envy has interviewed him, and it's only about 10 minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, right? So Boosie, I've seen DJ Envy, DL Hughley. There's been a few people that I've known to ask him questions at the end of his interviews.
I think that's pretty cool, especially with how deep his questions can get. You know what, let's flip it for a little bit, especially for the people who show up for him.
For sure.
That's what's up. Do you have that clip I sent you about the G Herbo thing?
Yeah.
I think this is when Envy was actually asking him some questions. And, you know, there's been a lot of talk about entitlement within hip-hop media and its artists. And I think it kind of takes precedent here as well. Right here, SaVon is going to play a clip of DJ Envy asking Vlad some questions. This one is around entitlement. And I think it's a conversation that needs to be had.
People about doing an interview, and ultimately he passed. But he did some podcast that got 678 views.
He's talking about G Herbo.
That's 678,000. 678, less than 1,000 views. He spent an hour on this podcast, but he wouldn't do Vlad TV. But Vlad TV was interviewing him over and over again on his come up. But once he gets to a certain level, well, he don't want to do Vlad TV anymore because Vlad TV's the feds now and whatever. I feel like that's lame.
You're entitled to come here.
No, he's not entitled to do anything. No one's entitled to do. Like, I don't feel he's entitled, but I feel like humans are naturally, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, if you do something for someone, most humans will try to return that favor for you.
Reciprocate it, yeah.
Yeah. They're reciprocal beings, right? I've learned over time that when people do something for me, I try to do something back. You know, like, I looked out for you when no one was checking for you. When you were just an up-and-coming artist. I did the Migos first interview. You haven't seen the Migos on Vlad TV in forever. You know, I did a lot. Big Sean's one of his first interviews. You haven't seen Big Sean in forever. They'll go and do other platforms. They'll do that White Girls, you know, podcast. Bobby Althoff, because she's kind of like quirky or whatever else. So it doesn't bother me. I don't feel entitled, but I feel like, damn, like we put together some dope work. And you go and pass on me to do some lame shit.
But you know the reason why, though.
Why is that?
It's a softball interview.
Well, dope work is subjective. Since then, G Herbo has replied to Vlad.
Before you get to that,
yes,
I want to say this is why I think Vlad should lean more into being a platform than a personality.
I agree.
And not saying, well, no, I am saying I don't care for his personality. He's just
no one
just
does.
not
It's
like,
okay.
Yeah, I don't.
And it's like he's trying to convince people to like.
I don't care.
Just
about
do what you're good at.
You fucking black women. I don't care about your type.
You don't got to pander to me with them Cartier glasses.
We
taught you about Cartier frames.
Yeah, and that's where he's gonna lose us because just stick to the platform. Also, like there's a lot of times where he will interject himself in the conversation by giving his own personal story, and it's like, all right, we come for the platform.
He does that a lot.
We don't come for you and your anecdotes and your stories and your beef and your problems and you did like, and I get it. I understand there's a fine line between having that type of exposure and this platform and doing all the things that you do. You generate all this money. You talk a lot of money shit, and again,
I get it.
You built that.
Yeah,
I understand that.
Salute.
Especially coming from where you come from. You built everything that you have due to your relationships and your hard work and cool, salute. But nobody gives a fuck about your sex life.
He don't know that. He don't know that we don't care who he fucking.
Nothing.
Who he taking out.
No.
What he wearing.
Where.
What he doing in the morning.
Who.
What he doing at night.
When.
Nigga, did you upload another clip or not for my man SaVon? Like, that's all.
It's not just for me.
I mean, for us, right?
But you know what? Nah, keep going. Nah, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. This is from the desk of G Herbo. He says, Vlad, you didn't do shit for me. Like nothing at all. That's how you start a sentence.
When a nigga say you ain't do shit, nothing.
Nothing at all.
That means he thinks very little of your impact in his life.
You think the interviews that we did in the past is what blew me up?
Damn.
You gotta be shitting me. You called me every time, not the other way around. I obviously had some kind of motion. I didn't even know who the fuck you was when I first did an interview, I promise. Wasn't even in the loop back then. I just showed up wherever my team told me to do. And, oh Lord, hold on. Wherever my team told me, and I'll do another podcast to get to, oh, sorry, y'all, rappers. There's supposed to be a space here. Okay, he says, I ain't gonna lie, it's kicking my ass, y'all.
Wait.
Keep all of this.
I
don't cut
was
this.
gonna say we can.
No. This is hilarious.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Fuck
it ain't me. It's the rapper.
Okay.
They don't know no grammar.
Shout out to G Herbo.
He goes. That's my man too.
That's really your man.
Yeah, you know I fuck with
You put
Herbo.
me on to that bullshit.
Come on. What? Yeah, watch your mouth, nigga. I'll up it for Herbo right now. You good?
That's my man, yo, Herbo. G to the H to the E to the R to the B.
Yeah. I first did an interview, I promise. I wasn't even in the loop back then. I just showed up. I'll do another podcast and get 2 views. I do what I want to do. That's the exact reason why I'm not pulling up on your goofy ass. Because you care about views. That's why you do what you do and ask the shit you ask. I'm not fucking with it. I don't like what you represent, and you got no principle. You don't give a fuck about me or nobody you interview. You get a nigga killed, sent to jail, and be on to the next victim. You take advantage of them for clicks and views. Fuck you, buddy.
Well, hey, I like that.
I like that a lot because you can tell Vlad has a very skewed version of what occurred. I don't know who needs to tell Vlad this or not, but people are fans of these artists first because of the music. Or even their antics. And if we're being honest, those are the 2 things that probably get people on your platform, whether it be for their antics or their music. However, they already achieved that before you. Yeah. So I think he was very well spoken until, he jammed me up with the grammar and everything in terms of just how he felt. Because imagine putting in so much work as an artist. You in the studio every night. You dealing with a label. You dealing with a team. You dealing with the next single. Yo, what is my art? What's my album going to look like? Yo, what's my feature? This and that. And there's a media personality somewhere in the world who thinks he's the reason why you are the way you are. And I like when artists do these sound offs. Not that it has to be disrespectful or not, but again, just to put things into perspective. Vlad, you said you've done dope work together. G Herbo don't feel that way. And he's very much entitled to go wherever he wants to, whether it get, like he said, 2 views, 3 views, or 4 views, because people like to align with their morals and principles. So if G Herbo, that's the thing with Vlad. He don't even hear how he sound.
He don't
even hear how he sound.
He doesn't.
He said, yo, you went and did a podcast that had 678 views. You could have done mine.
He doesn't.
The point just went right over your head. It was never about the views. It was about who he felt comfortable speaking to and sharing his time and energy with. Now, maybe that's something you could work on and you could really get the people that you really want on your platform. Because I've heard Vlad speak about some people he would love, but he probably can never get.
Yeah. And
it kind of speaks to maybe this and how entitled you can be with certain artists. Like, it's for G Herbo. Imagine how other artists feel.
For sure. Llama, it sounded like you wanted to say something before I go.
Oh, about this?
Yeah.
I always thought Vlad was a clout chaser. Because every time you see an interview with him on his platform, it's right after the person did something big. Like, let's say Tony Ayo. It was right after the whole beef with who he was beefing with, Memphis Bleak.
Sort of like timely and opportunist.
Yeah. It's always timed perfectly. When he puts the clip out, it's always some clout chasing stuff. And that's how I always thought about him.
Well, I'll again, because I pay for the membership.
Yeah, tell us what they doing as a member.
Maybe I gotta stop being a member because I be trying to bring it back to the pod. You know what I'm saying? But no.
But you know what? Let me speak for you real quick. See, you have a writer's background. You're a writer. You appreciate good journalism. So I can understand why the questions that Vlad asks or the topics that he gets into or how in-depth he gets into things, how it can attract you. I really do. Don't feel bad about that. Because sometimes the information be there even when it be bullshit. I think this is just really more so for the artists and the people that maybe he's trying to get on. Like, hey, fam, just look at how you sound and look at how you look. Maybe this is why you're having a problem.
I think one of my biggest issues with Vlad, the person and not the platform, is the person makes everything feel very, very transactional.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, I think there's an unspoken agreement that, hey, I got some motion, you got some motion. If we collaborate, that benefits us both, right? Which, again, you built the platform, so you want people to feel like if you come on my platform, it's going to benefit you, but also it's going to benefit me, which it does as the creator of the platform, which I believe in G Herbo. I think he did a really great job of kind of checking him, letting him know, hey, maybe at that time, yes, it was good business. And the reason why Vlad remembers that it was good business is because it probably benefited him a lot more than it did G Herbo, who has music, who has moments, who has a relationship. Like he's going to be good with or without. We just got to be appreciative as media. That we've been allowed to be a part of these artists' journey, because artists are going to be artists no matter what. Artists don't necessarily need media. And I think we, again, when I say we, I mean media, we have this entitlement or this grander sense of self. We believe that the artists need us.
Yeah.
When that's not the case, because I still don't know. You know what? I'm lying. I do know what The Weeknd sounds like. And it's because he has a coffee commercial, a nationally syndicated coffee commercial right now that I know what his talking voice sounds like. And I do know what Bryson Tiller's voice sounds like because it took him to become who he is for him to start actually doing press. And there's a ton of artists, and we could translate it beyond hip hop. I go to somebody like Sia, who had massive hits. I never knew what Sia looked like.
Right.
I still, till this day, have never heard a Lady Gaga intervio, right? Like, there's certain artists who you gotta go to Diane Sawyer and them. They don't even go there.
Oh, no, my mom didn't watch Good Morning America. She been up there.
Lady Gaga ain't never been there, bro.
A word?
I don't think so.
I'm asking my mother.
You know what? But the point is, like, think about the platforms that we're thinking about, right?
Right.
As a hip hop platform, and I know Vlad, white guy. I understand you get the mafia guys. I understand you get the white collar criminals. I understand you do tap into these white demographics, but DJ Vlad is the origin. DJing hip hop music from the Bay Area, your core base is black people, black entertainment.
Hey, what's a DJ without music?
Exactly. And so when we start to forget that component of what it is that we do, and you think, yes, you have all of these views, but the views, and again, I'm not going to even say it's a sad reality. I think it's a real reality that maybe somebody needs to tell you. These views are not garnered because of you. It's a platform that you've created, shout out to you, but they're not checking for you.
Yeah.
There could have been a black guy who did the same exact thing. Shout out to Art of Dialogue, who is building a similar rapport, a similar relationship, a similar trust factor with an audience, doing a very similar style as you, who could have very well have done it. Now, again, maybe you laid out the blueprint, but we got to understand what people are coming here for. Now, I know what people are going to say. I know what he would say. And you know what? Being a member of his channel allows me to see his psyche, nigga.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you what he would say.
What he say,
He would look at our numbers and be like, y'all ain't shit, so who the fuck are you?
I'm so glad. How old is he?
I don't know that, nigga. I don't like him like that. I like his channel. I don't know about
I thought you knew his logistics.
He's an older nigga.
To be an older nigga?
Well, cracker.
Okay.
Yo, flag on a play.
Okay.
Nah, he's not an older nigga.
Yo.
My fault, I had to change it up.
Yo.
I had to get the real verbiage.
To be an older or Anglo-Saxon?
Yeah.
Okay. Or just an older person in general, man. there should be other things that drive, push, and motivate you. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying numbers aren't a good thing. I think they're amazing, right? It kind of speaks to your channel, how well you're performing. That's all good and dandy. However, if that's the only thing that seems to push, motivate, and drive you, it could speak to as to why people don't want to also get next to you. Mm-hmm. It's funny how he doesn't see that parallel in itself, right? Again, it's easy to just pinpoint numbers. Oh, that's 678 views. Oh, that's under 1,000 views. Okay, cool. As a man of your age right now, where you are in life, is numbers the only things that push, motivate, and drive you? That's an issue because that's soulless in hip hop. All right, like to your point, I know it's more than just hip hop. He speaks to some of that white crowd, but where's your soul? Where's the soul in your content? If numbers is your only driving factor. Mm-hmm. And again, I wish he would hear the way that he sounds, because that's just low hanging fruit, honestly.
And also, your soul tied to your base.
Right.
Your base is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you've been able to kind of propel your career off of. And just keep that in mind. That's it.
Just keep it in mind.
And I want him, and I want the people that consume his content, I want the guests that are on there to ask themselves this question. Would they do it for free?
Mm. Don't ask Kevin McCall.
He might be up there next, because Vlad do pay the guests. He does pay his guests.
Would Boosie, would Tony Ayo, and I'm going to be completely honest, the reason I am a member of his channel are for those two people in particular. I came on this part, it's documented.
They kind of got residencies over there.
Once Tony Ayo became a resident of Vlad TV, and this is the only place that I could really get Tony Ayo thoughts. Like, don't get it twisted. When Tony Ayo was on Shannon Sharp for free, I watched it in full.
I know.
Right? Like,
you was there.
Tony Ayo, wherever Tony Ayo's at talking,
we did.
I'm going to be there. It just so happens that he has a residency on your platform and on your podcast. And I don't have the patience to listen in pieces. I want my shit in whole. And you just happen to give it to us in whole. So I'm going to go listen to Tony Ayo, somebody who is affiliated with one of the most influential parts of my life in G Unit, being associated with one of the biggest stars of our era and of hip hop history in 50 Cent, right? So I'm going to cut the line and go listen to the Tony Ayo interview. It doesn't matter who's interviewing Tony Ayo. That's just what I'm there for. Now, you've been blessed to be in a position to get that access, and I don't want him to take that for granted. We are not there for you. And I know that's hard for some creators.
It's got to be tough. It's got to be tough.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially when you've been behind the camera for so long, and now you're actually trying to get in front of it and start the next part of your career. You got to remember, we're not here for you, homie.
And that's a harsh reality.
It's tough. It's gotta be tough.
It's a really hard reality because your name is the platform. DJ Vlad, that's what we know. Vlad TV, whatever it is. Like, your name is the platform. I'm sure ego, whatever the case may be, may get in the way of it. But again, I got introduced to you through a lot of your Black creator interviews. The Charlemagnes back in the day. The Nick Cannons back in the day, right? Even when we get to see, I think he said he had the first Lloyd Banks interview. Like, all of these people, you did a great job at documenting history and keeping it.
Salute to you for that.
Yeah, salute to you for that. But I think just understanding, like, yo, we ain't here for you. I'm here for Tony Ayo. And Tony Ayo is really getting my $5.99 or $6.99, whatever it is I pay. Boosie is getting that. Aries Spears, who, again, and I think Aries Spears, real quick before we go into the next topic, I know you wanted to add more. I'm sorry, brother.
No, you're good.
But even somebody like Aries Spears, somebody growing up, I didn't really understand his comedy. I wasn't really a big fan of his. But through Vlad's platform, I got familiar with Aries. Now, I'm not going to listen to Aries' podcast. I'm not. But if he's on Vlad TV, I'm going to listen. So it's a great marriage between the two. And I think he should, and Aries should be appreciative of that marriage, opposed to thinking this about them, because I don't give a fuck about you.
Hey, Vlad, keep interviewing yourself. Let me know if that becomes more lucrative for you or not. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got, man.
Yeah.
Because you're right, man. We are there for the other people. The moment you keep asking yourself questions.
Well, they asked him questions. Okay. It was DJ Envy.
All right. You know, but that's with the incorporation of them. I'm talking about just put up the camera how you be doing and just ask yourself questions and answer them without an envy in the room, without a DL Hughley in the room, etc. Let me know where that goes.
I don't know, Alex. It might do some views.
But if he
it's
talks
something
about
that band set in the background that you just look at it and be like, yo, I want to press on this.
Lama, if he talks about other people, if he just talks about his life and himself. You see what I'm saying? If he talks about other people, he might. Yeah,
oddly enough, I don't know that much about him. And I'm not saying he hasn't put it out there, because maybe he has.
Yeah.
But the draw for me is, again, his attention to detail and performing actual journalism with some of the people that he's, sat down with.
Yeah, facts.
So,
facts.
yeah. That was great.
Yeah, for real.
Shout out to G Herbo.
Shout out to G Herbo, went legit.
You put me onto the very first G Herbo song I ever heard.
Are you serious? That was the first G Herbo song you ever heard?
That ass.
Get the fuck out of
In
here.
life. I ain't never heard that shit until I met you.
G Herbo is respected in the streets, man.
Nah, for sure.
I ain't gonna lie, fuck with Herbo a lot.
You know what I did listen to for the first time this week?
What's up?
NBA YoungBoy.
Oh my God. You should have done a reaction video. Really? You? But on purpose?
It wasn't on purpose.
It was your brother's.
Nah, it came on after a song on one of my playlists.
What?
And once your playlist ends, it just plays random music.
Yeah.
And he came on, and I was like, okay.
Shit kinda
I was trying to catch the vibe. And I understand, but I don't understand at the same time.
You get it?
I understand because it does sound really good.
Yeah.
But I don't understand because what the fuck is he saying?
I'm glad you said that. It does sound really good. A lot of his earlier works is what I was attached to. I ain't gonna lie. For those
Wait,
of
you a YN?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm on the cusp.
Fuck, you graduate. You was a YN.
Remember?
When I first? Why you was?
Remember?
She was a YN.
I was saying, oh, my fault.
That's crazy.
About to turn to NBA YoungBoy. But no, the 38 Baby Project, AI YoungBoy, Ain't Too Long. All of those earlier projects is when I was really paying attention to NBA, but not that bad.
Let me see if I can find a song.
Yeah, I want to know the song you heard. That would make this much more interesting.
It was this song that came on.
Ooh.
Wait, you knew that song?
Yeah.
Just off of that?
Yeah, keep on, play
You
it.
a real YN. What the
He has a lot of songs,
fuck?
too. Yeah. You dig?
Lama, you know this?
Hell no.
Okay.
Made another one.
I know the producer.
I heard.
Let's do it. Let's go.
The YN comes out of you.
This Vet Motors, right?
This song.
Wait, hold on.
It's Vet Motors?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Earlier in the episode, he said he'd be outside. This is what he be doing.
No,
and nobody.
I be at the underground events.
You turn
I be
into
outside.
a cowboy.
What you mean I turn into a cowboy? I'm rocking me. That's his little dance he be.
You're a sick dude.
That's Vet Motors, right?
Yeah, it is Vet Motors.
Man. Yeah, man. I definitely, you know me. I try to stay abreast to what's going on.
Yeah, nah, salute to NBA YoungBoy, man.
He got some joints.
I love when people force you to respect him.
Yes.
He's like the Baker Mayfield of hip hop.
Facts.
I ain't got no choice but to respect Baker.
You know Baker's an Aries, right?
Why do you know all the Aries?
You know all the Capricorns.
Good, touche.
We know our trial.
Touche. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Capricorns, let's actually get into something really quick before we get up out of here. Stephen A. Smith, he went on Carmelo Anthony's podcast.
I was surprised.
Neither one of those gentlemen are Capricorns, but the subject that Stephen A. Smith was targeting was LeBron James.
Yeah.
LeBron James is a Capricorn. It's an awkward situation because 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, hosted by Carmelo Anthony, featuring Stephen A. Smith, having him on the platform, dissing LeBron James, was pretty fucking interesting. I don't know. This is like real rich people business.
Yeah. I've been a LeBron fan for over
your whole life. You're a YN.
Nah, but I dropped in the 90s though. Like he dropped in 03. But since 2003, I have been a LeBron James fan. And I can say this, I know he probably had an issue with him being up there on Melo's pod. If you pay attention to how LeBron and his circle moves, very close-knit, it's very in-house, you know. But again, Melo a grown-ass man, as he should, right? If he wants to talk to anyone, if he feels like it could be a great conversation and work well for his podcast, I'm not surprised about it, and I have no issue with it. But Stephen A. was talking a bit greasy. Like that's like I go up to a podcast and somebody just start talking greasy about you. Oh wait, is it the other way around?
No, you're right. No, I was thinking about it, but yeah, that's pretty. You my man.
And then I just gotta sit there.
Yeah.
I just gotta sit there and just watch.
Yeah.
A nigga be like, you know why I hate him?
That's like if somebody went on We Have More Thoughts. If one of my ops came on We Have More Thoughts and started talking crazy about me, fuck you.
I know you be looking at me like,
nah, fuck you.
I know. Yo,
I'm gonna tell you, yo, fuck.
You gonna tell me? I'm gonna be like, fuck you, nigga.
Yeah, nah. I mean, you might as well have when you let my op come on your platform and talk shit about me.
Yeah. When I first saw it, I was like, damn, this is pretty mature. I don't know if they're all looking at it like that. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I don't know what the real meaning was, but you know what? If I am Stephen A. Smith and I am trying to get a message across, I'm gonna go speak to somebody you're really close with. On 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, Stephen A. Smith alluded to how LeBron is allegedly tampered behind the scenes, tried to stifle things for Stephen A. Smith, things that we would probably never be privy to or know. So if I'm a person that believes the things he's saying, yeah, I'm gonna go speak to somebody you close with and voice how I feel. Isn't that some art of war shit? Trying to sway
for sure
the people close to you.
Yeah, for sure. I do want to say this really quick. 2 out of the 3 hosts on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn.
Yes.
Kaz.
Shout out to Kaz.
Mero,
what up?
And obviously Carmelo Anthony, right?
Yeah.
I've gotten a chance to meet Kaz. We did an episode with Mero. Shout out to Mero.
Yep.
Don't know Carmelo Anthony at all. But what I will say, 2 out of the 3 guys, they are of the media. They are media. So them taking this interview and conducting it, I understand. I get it. It's a part of the gig. It's the nature of the business. For somebody like a Carmelo Anthony, who we would deem now, we don't know. I have no idea what Carmelo Anthony's financial status is. Maybe he needed it. I would assume he's great.
He up.
I've seen the contracts.
He up. Remember?
He's one of the ones.
He took the money, not the rings.
He is one of the, when it comes to earning.
He could have joined the Bulls and he didn't.
He said, fuck all that.
He said it could have been him and D-Rose. He said, nah, remember that?
It's my money and I need it now. Right? Like, that was Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo Wentworth.
So I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, I think he's hurting for money.
Yeah.
I do not think he needed this interview. But I think this is a prime example of why the podcast game has gotten tougher for people like ourselves in particular.
It's getting tougher?
Yeah, because when you get athletes or entertainers or established people, personalities who don't necessarily need the Stephen A. soundbite.
Yeah.
Carmelo Anthony didn't need that interview, right? That's not going to move the needle on his legacy or even grow his brand. I think his brand is his brand and is growing. I think he has one of the better podcasts in sports and entertainment and pop culture, right?
Yeah.
Like in our space, I think 7 p.m. in Brooklyn has carved out a lane. Like he's had some of my favorite interviews over the last year. He's had people from our space be on his podcast, from a Joe Budden to a Tracy McGrady.
Yeah.
So again, look at his 2 co-hosts, Mero and Kaz. Like these niggas is moving.
You don't think that, because I kind of hear what you're saying a little bit, right? What I'm saying is, I don't think people want to hear Kendrick versus Drake from Melo.
No.
You see what I mean? So I think there's kind of like a lane for everyone in this, right? Although we don't have as much money as Carmelo Anthony, although we don't have as most Olympic points as Carmelo Anthony.
I got none of that.
We didn't have Lala.
I ain't got none of that.
We don't got none of that shit.
I ain't got cornrows.
But I do feel like there are certain things that your average listener just goes to other people for. You know what I'm saying? Because they know what people are good at, if that makes sense. Yeah. But I see what you're saying, though. It was random. Like, I was surprised by it.
It was random, and it was also kind of revealing a little bit because, again, these are people who don't necessarily need this look or need this exposure, need this attention. So for Carmelo Anthony to kind of invite that energy, because I'm sure, I'm almost positive, like I'm like 99% sure, working with people of that status and of that magnitude, like I had a chance to work with Jeannie Buss, the former owner of the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
She's one of the massive people, one of the massive names that I had an honor of working with and understanding and navigating her team and understanding how this inner workings work.
It's rich milk.
Before, rich elite milk. Before these people sit down in front of these microphones, there are a ton of contingencies listed. There are processes and things that are screened and filtered. right? And so had Carmelo Anthony been invested in Stephen A's messaging on his platform, had he cared to know, hey, what are you coming on here to promote? What can we ask? What am I going to ask? What do I want to talk about? What do I not want to speak about?
Yeah.
That could have been filtered prior to Stephen A coming on. And Stephen A still could have been on the show, but I promise you, he did not have to mention LeBron James. It only was allowed to happen because Carmelo Anthony or his team signed off on it.
I don't think they had a choice because I think because people know how close Melo is with LeBron, right? I think if we get a 7 p.m. in Brooklyn that features Stephen A. Smith and we don't get any LeBron talk, even though there was somebody in the room that maybe could advocate for him or, you know, kind of get on Stephen A. a little bit about how they actually feel, then his close circle and his fans would be like, whoa, are you scared?
I disagree.
Really?
I disagree.
Really?
Because there's so much that Carmelo Anthony could talk to about a Stephen A. Smith,
right,
where it doesn't have to touch LeBron at all if Carmelo Anthony doesn't want it to touch LeBron.
I'm not mad at that.
They could talk about KD. They could talk about Kyrie.
But you don't feel like it's been, you don't think it's like the elephant in the room? No, at this current time. Like they've had public spats back and forth in recent months.
He's an athlete. You know how many elephants in the room that these niggas avoid on the day-to-day whenever a microphone
But he's not an athlete anymore. He's one of us now.
No, he's not.
He is.
He ain't.
Oh shit!
And that's the problem. We ain't. You know how I feel about
schizo. I just triggered you.
I'm on my Gucci man, nigga. I'm on my Gucci man. No, but like, do you understand? He's not one of us, and that's what we need to understand, right?
He got a mic.
We ain't got no choice.
Hey, hold on.
If Stephen A. bring that fucking hairline on this podcast, nigga, I'm gonna press you about LeBron James.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Which is why you wouldn't even come here, because you understand I ain't got shit to lose, motherfucker. I'm gonna do my job to the best of his ability because I'm hungry right now. I need this right now.
Right.
I know the elephant in the room, and I can't afford not to ask you that. But Carmelo Anthony, somebody who has a career
and a relationship with LeBron,
who has of course. But again, bro, LeBron James and Carmelo, yes, they're friends. They're not synonymous.
I don't know.
They're not synonymous.
When Ish comes up here, we ask him about Joe.
Of course. Though they're
synonymous. They're synonymous. It's true. Shit, Joe pays Ish.
I don't think that's a good example.
I mean, it's just an example.
It's an example, but I don't think it's equivalent. I don't.
You don't think so?
I do
What's
not
different
think.
for you? What's different
I think Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James are their own entities. I did not get introduced to Carmelo Anthony because of LeBron James. Again, I love Ish. Shout out to Ish. But most of us wouldn't necessarily know of Ish had he not been on that platform, right?
I'll do you one better. We asked Ish about Ace Bailey and his agent.
Yes.
Just because of proximity.
For sure.
You see where I'm getting at? That's kind of what I mean. Because you're right. We weren't introduced to LeBron or Carmelo through any one of them. I'm just talking about the proximity of things, right? Like when you kind of know said person is close to said person, you might want to ask that.
And you want to know?
Yeah.
If Ish would have said, hey, guys, we did a great interview, I don't really want that to come out into the world.
Right.
What would we have done?
Respected it.
And it would not have gone out into the world.
Hell no.
Right?
Hell no.
So I'm not saying maybe he didn't feel pressured to have the conversation. Maybe Stephen A. Smith felt like, yo, this is LeBron's boy. Let's do this right now. Maybe Carmelo Anthony felt like, hey, I know this is going to come up naturally.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this right now. But the final edit, the final version that the world sees, Carmelo Anthony has control over.
The final
edit
as
a promo too. They put Stephen A. talking shit as a promo.
Yo, the final edit had Stephen A. dissing his man. I was like, oh shit.
This is what I'm saying.
Nah, play the shit I just sent you, bro.
Right,
Please play the shit I just sent you because I want the audience that maybe haven't checked out the interview yet just to hear some of how Stephen A. Smith was talking to LeBron's man, LeBron.
I don't like his not a little bit.
Damn.
You do not understand the links this man would go to. This dates back more than a decade. I believe he's one way publicly, he's another way privately. You know, he might not be interviewed and he might not be quoted, but the things he says and the things he has said to people, it's gotten back to me. The things that he's tried to do, if it were up to him, I wouldn't be where I am today. It's some low. The day that he rolled up on me courtside, it was the day my contract was announced, that I had stayed with ESPN. Go back and look at the camera angles. I arrived there in the first quarter. He rolled up on me in the third quarter. This is 2025. We got technology everywhere. TNT is a nationally televised game. How is it we got one angle and the only angle you see was of him and his face, but you see the back of my peanut head?
Now, before you say anything, SaVon, this is also the same week that Russell Westbrook was sending shots at LeBron. Quote, I hate that fake shit. I just can't do it. I hate that fake shit. I just can't do it. Westbrook saw multiple examples of LeBron misinterpreting himself. So this is on a week where they shooting at your man.
Yeah.
And you got Westbrook don't even sign his own Laker jersey.
I saw a clip of that.
No,
crazy.
I saw a clip of that. That's propaganda because the report said
that it was. He actually did right?
sign it.
Okay.
He also took that fan.
Got you.
And gave him like this whole special situation.
This on a week where your man getting shot at. You know what I'm saying? That's where it gets a little tough. But again, they all grown men. Who knows? They might have had conversations about this. Maybe LeBron wants to look differently about the situation and he's cool with it. We'll never know. But as fans and what we know, it looks like that maybe wasn't the best bet.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, man. LeBron James is the epitome of a Capricorn reaching his final form.
That's how you finna be?
I'm not saying finna. But I know that we have the tendency to skew things in our favor.
Manipulation.
I didn't see why you gotta use such harsh words, brother.
That's what Russ said. I'm sorry.
Fuck all that.
That's what Russ said.
Fuck all that.
You skew things.
I'm saying he knows how to use resources to paint a picture.
Manipulation. That nigga defined manipulation twice. I love SaVon. Oh shit. No, give us a third definition on now, like we had the spelling bee.
LeBron James, he does a really good job of letting people see what he wants them to see.
Oh shit. 3 times the charm. Manipulation.
That's a fact, though.
He's so right, though. And I can see how LeBron has did it in his career.
So I get him.
Oh, my God,
it'd be tough to defend him. That's my guy. Like,
yo, SaVon is crazy.
I want to the Russell Westbrook point.
Yes, you're schizo.
Russell Westbrook. He is the.
Yeah.
I'm going on record saying this. He is the most disrespected superstar across any sport of all time that I can remember. Now, I know the comments, you guys have time to research these things.
I was about to say, because they will.
Because they gonna find a nigga who, some nigga in the 1950s, nigga pee on his balls, dick little as hell, talking about, yo, this nigga the illest. Like, yo.
Bob Cousy or something of them niggas.
Like, nah, Russell Westbrook, I don't think we appreciated him enough during his career. I don't think we're appreciating him now.
I think he's on that list of underappreciation, yes.
Yo, he is the most, and I think there's a lot of other artists, a lot of other athletes who could be on this list from different sports. Please educate me. I would love to know, but I'm willing to die on that hill. I'm willing to go head to head and talk to anybody. Like, I'm willing to have a debate on the podcast. If you want to come on the podcast and debate me about who is the most disrespected athlete of all time, I will come ready, guns blazing. Russell Westbrook is that.
Yes.
There's nobody we've ever seen like him. And for us to associate him in the way that we do, I will attribute it to some of the people like Skip Bayless, but I also want to attribute it to these corporations who don't necessarily propel him in the space that I believe he belongs in, because there's no way on God's green earth that he wasn't assigned to a team going into the NBA season, or took, a few days.
You're right. By media day, he still didn't have a team.
And
he missed media day this year.
And again, I understand when LeBron, I could see when he don't fuck with somebody, he probably not gonna do it as direct.
Right. It's gonna be through other channels.
But I also want to say this too. Stephen A moves.
Same. Similarly.
Like a bitch ass nigga.
Oh shit. What the fuck? You know Stephen A?
I like him though. I said he moved.
Be careful. He came to my job, I met him. Nigga kind of tall.
He got bad knees though.
Ah, shit.
I saw the Pimp Walk.
You seen the Pimp Walk?
You only love me for my pink juice.
Like the OJs.
Yeah, like
nigga like the OJ.
I see like Stephen A. Smith got some weirdness about him too. So everything that he says, I gotta like him and Shannon Sharp.
A grain of salt.
Gotta take everything they do, everything they say with a grain of salt. I have to.
Not mad at that.
I have to. Those are two sports personalities. Yeah. And it's sad because those are like the two biggest, especially in our culture. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking for pockets of people who just move in authenticity.
Yeah.
I will say one, Marcellus Wiley. I think he moves
schizophrenia?
With a lot of...
Oh.
You don't like Marcellus?
I love Marcellus Wiley. He gonna give it up.
Don't, when I say Marcellus, don't say schizo.
Oh, my fault.
Because you fucking me up with what you feel about my boy. Like, I fuck with Marcellus Wiley a lot.
I love Marcellus Wiley, but I think he kind of suffers from some of the stuff Nicki does. Just hear me out real quick. Not mentally. Just hear me out.
We talking about the same person?
Yeah, hear me out. Just hear me out. I promise you. I'm gonna take you to the river to drink water. Okay? They both have the tendency, right, to not be super clear about what it is they're bothered by. So now the outside, the people who are not really privy to what's going on are looking like, okay, you guys are kind of speaking in code. We want to be on your side, but we just don't know the information that y'all have. So it kind of leaves us to feel like, okay, you're lying, you're crazy, or you're disgruntled.
Marcellus Wiley?
He's amazing. Let me hear me out, bro. I be watching him when he be streaming from his kid's room. That's my man.
So then how did you get to this conclusion? Because I think he's very clear in what he says.
Sometimes when he wants to be.
All the time. I don't think he's right. I think he's very clear in what he's saying, though.
Does it come off like we would understand the things he's saying, though? Like sometimes, all the time?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me then. I'll speak personally. Then. Maybe you caught some things I didn't see. When I see him, I want him to really get into the things that bother him. He kind of like touches the surface. And then he kind of expects for us to kind of be like, oh my God, Marcellus Wiley, you're right. They're all fucking corrupt. And it's like, no. I want to be with you, Marcellus. Tell it all. I don't know if that's NDA. I don't know if that's ironclads. But that's me personally.
But I think he operates that way to protect relationships, to protect certain people.
I can see that.
I don't think it comes from the same Nicki Minaj cloth of him just kind of being irate or him being uninformed. I honestly, I listen to him and I go to him because I feel like he is the most objective black voice in sports media.
Super objective.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm talking about for when you're trying to get the audience to agree with us. Like he tries to sway us.
He's biased. And I think he does try to come off as unbiased sometimes. But sometimes you can't help but be biased when you don't like a nigga.
Right.
When you don't like a nigga, you don't like a nigga.
I don't know if it's just hate or if it's, okay, you're not telling me the full story, so I can't be fully on board with what you're saying.
Got it. Okay.
Right, yeah, because he's not, I don't think he's mentally where Nicki Minaj is.
Shout out to
Marcellus Wiley.
I love Marcellus Wiley. I love.
Tell the whole thing.
The lane that he's carved out in being a referee in sports media, in sports conversations. And I love that he's honest too. When he don't like somebody like Ryan Clark, he'll say, yo, I don't fuck with this guy. This is why. And I'm going to report on him and I'm going to try to be as objective as possible. I think it's human nature when you don't fuck with somebody, it's going to bleed in your message, right? That's just what it is. Naturally so. But I think when it comes to sports media, when it comes to sports personalities, we kind of put everybody in these buckets, and I think a Stephen A. Smith, I think a Shannon Sharp, I think they've been propelled to this certain level, and I understand it. I think there's a lot of shock value and entertainment in who they are.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to them for the truth.
Got you.
I'm not going to them for the real. I'm not going to them for anything other than a quick laugh, a quick moment, a quick scandal, a quick whatever, and then I'm on to the next. I think Marcellus Wiley has been one of the only people, and I'm sure there's others, but I think black people, for me at least, he's been like, oh, okay, I could trust his word and I could trust his viewpoint.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I think he's super entertaining as well.
Yeah. But going back to Stephen A. Smith on Carmelo Anthony's platform, really, really quick, I love Carmelo Anthony, one of my favorite people, one of my favorite athletes, especially NBA players, but I think it was kind of corny for him to have Stephen A. Smith on his platform and allow that to be the thing that takes over the headlines from the show, personally.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you saying that it took over.
Fan of that.
Yeah, like it took it taking over the show. However, as a man, I ain't gonna lie, man, it's very few things a nigga could tell me what to do. And if I'm Carmelo Anthony, right, just in the psyche a little bit, you're already LeBron James. You've already the scoring leader. They're calling you the GOAT. You've won 4 championships, right? I'm not trying to get a little bro in this lane, right? But to your point, if I'm close to said person, I would at least try to stand up for my guy, or again, the final edit. That final edit is everything, right? Just certain things I wouldn't let the public hear just because that's my people. I understand that, but yeah, it's my platform. I do what I want.
And at the same time, I want to salute Kaz.
Yeah, salute the Kaz.
And I want to salute Mero.
Mero, what up?
I want to salute the guys who are of the media, in the media, who aren't athletes, who don't have the relationships or the experience that a Carmelo Anthony has. I understand their position. For them, this is gold. Like, if I'm Kaz, if I'm a co-host on this show, and I'm about to get Stephen A. Smith to give it up about LeBron James on this platform, I understand. But if I'm Carmelo Anthony, I just feel like, yo, maybe we don't necessarily need that. And there's 2 sides to every coin. Again, it's just a really dope case study of how media and podcasting, the influence of it, the changing of it, and all of those things. I know we speak about that quite often. I do specifically. But it's just another example, because I don't think a Carmelo Anthony needs that to be Carmelo. Like, bro, I was watching the game. Me and Kieran was watching Tuesday night, NBC. They have, NBC is new. NBA is back on NBC.
MJ is a contributor.
Michael Jordan is there. Vince Carter is there. Carmelo Anthony is there. Maria Taylor is there. Tracy McGrady is there. Carmelo Anthony is there. Jamal Crawford is there. Reggie Miller is there. Dirk Nowitzki is there. Do I need to keep going? Steve Nash is there.
They got a roster.
Like, everybody is over on NBC right now.
They got a roster over there.
And as I'm watching opening night on the NBA, Carmelo Anthony is covering the league. And I'm looking at Carmelo Anthony. Again, he's Carmelo Anthony. Like, I get it. Maybe he didn't win the ring, but he's still him. He doesn't need.
Maybe he thought he could play peacemaker.
He doesn't need.
Nobody needs to do anything.
No, we need Stephen A. to talk shit about LeBron James if he comes on the Needs of the Podcast.
But we would also have a narrative going into it, right? Like, are we trying to be peacemakers? Are we just trying to ask questions? Are we trying to, you know what I mean? Like,
but regardless, we are in a position of needing a soundbite and a look in a moment like that.
Yeah, but for him, since it's not about that, maybe his intentions are elsewhere. Because you're right,
Carmelo?
Yeah. Maybe he had different intentions with that.
You my man. Why you letting this nigga talk shit about me? What do you mean? You don't need none of that.
What you mean?
You are my man.
You done talked to my ops before?
Who?
I'm fucking with you.
Say their name.
I love this nigga.
But I ain't never had them on the platform. I ain't never talked to your ops on camera. I talked to your ops. Do they be on camera?
Oh my God.
Do I make money off your ops?
No, I ain't got no ops. Don't look at me like that.
No more?
Yeah, I got no ops.
Okay. You gave them up. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's a dope conversation. Let's see how this unfolds. Shout out to all of those guys. Again, I do want to just highlight Kaz. I do want to highlight Mero. 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. Dope fucking podcast.
Great show.
And when you're in the media, you got to take these opportunities. The only thing I will say is Carmelo Anthony, we love you. I don't really understand the move, and maybe he'll talk about it. Maybe he won't.
Yeah.
Carmelo Anthony, to me, is the equivalent. Him and Fabulous are the same people in their industry.
Oh, wow.
They don't age.
I'm kind of not mad at that.
You don't know they age.
Carmelo Anthony and Fabulous are the same person in their respective fields.
Real cool.
Consistent. Cool. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. They don't necessarily have a ring.
Wow.
Much like I'm surprised on Fab doing podcasts. I'm surprised that Carmelo Anthony letting Stephen A. shoot at his man. Like, they remind me of each other in the same way I said on our Patreon. I spoke about Mark Lamont Hill, reminded me of Devon Terrell, who used to be on the podcast. Just their personality, their mannerisms. There's been 2 people who have been very, very, they resembled each other to me, and it's been Carmelo Anthony and Fab. Consistent, similar cloth, DNA.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I am who I am. I'm not
Yes.
here to change. Fabulous, he just said on the podcast a few weeks ago, I'm not wearing suits. I turn on NBC to watch the NBA. I see Tracy McGrady in the suit. I see Vince Carter in the suit. I see Maria Taylor looking beautiful in her dress. And I see Carmelo Anthony in a tracksuit, a very expensive tracksuit.
That's fire.
But he's always going to be who he is.
He had the Ish drug dealer shit on?
With no shape up.
Word?
The frizzy braids.
Frizzy braids, Sergio Tacchini?
You know how your beard is groomed?
Yeah.
Shit wasn't groomed.
Really?
That's Melo.
And it speaks to just him being
That's
himself.
just who he is.
Yeah.
And so him and Fab, I equate to having a very similar, they just remind me of each other in a real way. So to see them in front of the cameras, these are also two guys who I didn't necessarily associate with media.
Yeah. Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
And to see them become, be on the other side of media. It's like, okay, this is interesting. So yeah, I'm a big fan of both of those guys. And yeah, I'm curious to see how this plays out.
Yeah. Melo, I'm proud of you, man. I get it. Even though SaVon don't get it, I get it. And not for nothing, I think the podcast has prepped him for his role on NBC. But again, we're fans of everybody here. Before we get up out of here, real, super quick. Big shout out to Usher. Usher hopped on the It Depends remix with Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller as if the song wasn't hit already. He came through, did his little razzle dazzle. It's great. It's amazing. I love
didn't like it.
You didn't like it? What did you like about it?
It didn't need him.
Yeah, it didn't need him, but I'm greedy when it comes to music. So as much as I could get, I'm gonna take. So to hear a verse, because they're basically sampling Usher on the original record. So that was kind of dope, just to kind of have the original person on there.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I didn't need it.
You didn't need it.
I'll
That's
say
fine.
that.
That's fine.
I do appreciate
That's
it.
fine.
I just didn't need it.
He did a good job, personally. He did a good job.
He did.
I hear you, though. He didn't need it. Big L and Nas record, that's amazing. Big salute to Nas and everything he's been doing with Mass Appeal. It's amazing. If you don't know what we're talking about, just head over to Nas's Instagram page. He's linking up with all of the classic artists. I like to say classic, not old school, but the classic artists. And just making sure that we're getting new music again from that vein, from that era. Salute to them. Salute to Wale and Benny X. Wale has an album on the way. SaVon and I are really big Wale fans in here.
For sure.
I'm happy that he's back active. It looks like he's confident again. It looks like he has the backing that he's looking for. It looked like he's actually doing a rollout for this project. And I'm very excited to hear what the music is going to sound like.
You said real quick.
Yeah.
Mass Appeal,
Yes. Nas. Yep.
So, correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct.
I feel like you would definitely know.
I got you.
They did Slick Rick's album.
Slick Rick,
Mobb Deep,
Raekwon. Raekwon. They're doing the Big L album.
They're doing Big L.
They're doing the Big L album. Yeah.
Ghostface
Killer. This has all been underneath the Mass Appeal umbrella.
What about Ghostface's son?
Hey, he all right. Nah, hey. What you know about this, say?
That's Sweet Face Killer.
That's Sweet Face Killer.
I heard it.
Yeah, look, him. And he's shooting at his pops, look. Uh-huh. Don't be. I seen it, yep. Come on, Ghost. Uh-huh.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that shit hard.
That's the thing about.
I ain't gonna lie.
I
ain't gonna lie.
That's hold on.
Sweet. Wait, hold on. I gotta turn the. Oh, this nigga wildin'.
Whoa.
The NBA YoungBoy came on my phone. Hold on. Sweet Face Killer. I ain't gonna lie, that shit hard. That shit ain't bad.
Hey, that's the thing about talent. You don't know how it's gonna present itself.
When your nut come out talented,
you don't know how it's gonna pan out.
You don't know where it's gonna go.
You don't know how the talent is gonna show itself. He over here singing and rapping now. Look at that.
Shit hard.
That shit all right, man.
And he flipped the sample.
Shit.
Eye to eye.
He sound musically inclined.
I ain't gonna lie.
He do.
Sweet Face Killer was killing that shit.
Shit was all right. Shout out to Ghostface and them, man. Damn, man. That was a great era.
They gotta resolve that.
Yeah. Lastly, Ty Dolla $ign put out an album. It's called Tycoon. It features Kodak Black, Tory Lanez, and YG. I've listened to it. Did you bump it, SaVon?
I did.
You like it?
I know.
I tried. It's not really. Yeah.
I fucking love Ty Dolla $ign's
We love Ty Dolla. Horses in the stable.
He put out. I don't think just one. I think he put two Really, really, really good bodies of work.
I agree.
And the album that you referred
Beach House
to,
joint and Free TC,
I think Free TC. For me, I'm gonna say for me. I know how the music nerds get into classics.
It's really good though.
That is damn near a classic album to me.
I'm not
In
mad
his
at that.
catalog, it would be the Nothing Was the Same.
Yes. I'm
It
not,
is the one for me
I'm
in
not
his
mad at
catalog,
that.
so I know the standard of music in which he can create.
Yeah.
I also know, rest in peace, D'Angelo. I also know that Ty Dolla $ign is he's a musician.
Yes. He plays instruments, the guitar, plays the keys. Yes.
He is musically inclined. He's
Absolutely.
not just somebody who's going into the studio like, let's make a hit song.
Right. Even though he can do that as well.
For sure.
Right. He just has other facets to him.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree.
So when I heard this album, it was highly anticipated. I've had this album pre-saved, pre-downloaded for over 3 months. This shit, booty.
Fam, I'm talking features from Quavo, Juicy J,
Fleece Johnson,
A$AP Rocky,
Fleece Johnson,
Young Thug, 2 Chainz, Lil Baby, Tyga, Rich the Kid, Leon Thomas,
the Booty Warrior,
Chloe. Like, it had all of the features for a classic on its way. And you know what my conclusion was, SaVon, after listening to the project? That damn Kanye.
I'm not putting this on Kanye.
I'm putting it on Kanye. I'm gonna tell you why. As an artist, it must be really difficult to focus on the things that you actually want to put out for yourself when you are shackled, when you are chained to a schizophrenic.
Well, he's not diagnosed. Alleged. Speculated. Speculated.
He has mental issues that he's spoken about.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that in jest.
For sure.
But again, Kanye West is a person who demands the time of a person. And for the last 4 to 5 years, don't forget, they did the collab album Vultures, then it was Vultures 2, then Vultures 2 or 3 had a delay on its release. I'm with you every single day through your episodes, through your manic phases. We're making music, and as opposed to really just working on my arts of work, because he even spoke about giving Ye a song off of this album for Ye's album. So it's like when you feel so indebted to a person, I can see how it can affect your work and your art, because it could just become discombobulated after a while on what you actually want to do.
Ty Dolla $ign is one of those artists I was kind of alluding to a little bit earlier when I spoke about not knowing what their speaking voice sounds like. I hadn't heard an interview of Ty Dolla $ign's up until this year. And when I start seeing artists who traditionally don't do interviews start doing interviews, it tells me that they are trying to sell records.
And get ahead of their own narrative.
It tells me that the music is no longer at the forefront. I've done some fuck shit. Maybe some people around me done some fuck shit. Or maybe my music just isn't connecting the way that it was. So you know what? Let me get in front of the microphone and start speaking to try to sell these albums.
See, I disagree with that. I think it's because he hasn't been allowed to do an actual rollout correctly. Think about it. Like,
he's been around since like 2013, 2014.
I know, but
he's been allowed for a very long time.
Let's get musical, bro. Who has he been next to since 2018, 2019? Why haven't we got another body of work from him since the Free TC, since the Beach Houses? It's because of all of the work that he's a part of it.
Nah, he was kissing niggas.
I don't know what he was doing. See?
I saw the video. You ain't see that?
Oh, you talking? No,
Yo, Llama, you saw that?
Nah,
I know.
Leon Thomas had to turn away.
Leon Thomas,
yo.
That's when he had the fishnet shit.
So you did see it,
but he ain't kiss him. He just did him a little peck on the side.
His energy is over there.
I don't know what over there means. Okay? But I will say, I think his energy was completely with Kanye. And when you get away from a person who basically just drains you
Kanye was
of all your...
dick.
You said Kanye was sucking dick? Did you just say Kanye was sucking dick?
When he was younger.
How would you say that?
He said that.
He wasn't sucking... He did say that.
He did make a song.
He did say that.
He did make a song.
He did say it. Right, Llama?
Nah, he said it.
Him and his
I'm
cousin.
joking.
Him and his but no.
Their priorities wasn't straight, no matter what. Them two together, they was...
No, I agree.
Doing shit, they wasn't focused.
And that's what I think it is.
Focused.
That's what I think it is. I don't know if he was focused, and he had to give a lot to Kanye. I'm going to give him a little grace for that. You know, if I had to give all my creative juices and ideas to a person for 5 years straight, it might impact how I put out music. It really might.
I'd say the Tycoon album is mid. I don't even I understand the concept of being a tycoon. Yeah. It sounds cool. But in 2025, let's read the room a little bit. You don't need to say nothing with coon in it.
Nah, the niggas don't know that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Standing next to Kanye West, naming your album Tycoon.
Get it?
I couldn't do nothing but think.
Tycoon.
I'm like, damn, this nigga, he's so disconnected. Yo, and you know what's crazy? I want to talk about this really quick. Maybe you could think about it.
Yeah.
Think about some of your favorite artists, athletes, entertainers, whatever, people who are in the spotlight.
Yeah.
I never associated Ty Dolla $ign with fatherhood. I didn't know he had a kid.
I was about to say, I knew he did. He's had a daughter. He's got a big kid. She's probably like 17 now.
She's 20.
Oh, get out of
here.
Yeah. You didn't know
I
this?
ain't know he had... I ain't know.
I'll say this. We've been talking about sports all day. James Harden.
James Harden was next on my list.
That fucked me up.
He has a kid too?
Yo, he was trying to do what Drake did, but did it successfully. Do you know how ill that is? He hid the world from his child. Not a blog knew about it. An IG model didn't post about it.
James Harden has a kid, Ty Dolla $ign. And we're not entitled to know.
No.
I don't want anybody to think like I don't give a fuck. Like,
you didn't know about Ty Dolla $ign daughter?
I had no. A 20-year-old.
Yeah.
A child who's about to graduate. I had no. First of all, he doesn't even look old enough to have a kid.
Ty is probably closer to 40 and
he's 40.
30.
He's been out for a while.
He's been out for a while.
Cool. Like I didn't know. Like I ain't never heard it. I just haven't. I'm not familiar with.
Ty was probably already 30, 31 when he got his real chance in the industry.
Yeah,
he was a big adult.
Yeah, he was matured.
Yeah,
I understand that. I just didn't. Again, their brand, their messaging, it just doesn't, associate themselves with kids. That's it. That's all I was saying.
Talking about the drugs. Just say it.
It's a lot.
Just say the coke.
Fishnets.
Fishnets and coke.
I don't want my dad wearing fishnets.
Your dad would never wear fishnets.
Get the
you don't have to worry about
fishnet
that.
phase out of your life before I'm here, nigga.
I don't understand the fishnet shit.
But that's what I'm saying. So
don't your nipple get cold in that shit?
You were the nipple man.
I used to be.
Or it might poke out through the hole.
Yeah,
You ever wore fishnets?
Hell no.
When the fuck we gonna wear fishnets? Have you worn fishnets?
I never wore fishnets.
When the fuck any of us in here gonna wear a fishnet? I think that's just some shit you do once you move to LA. Oh, well, he from
or
Cali.
Jamaica.
Or Jamaica. Yeah, but the Jamaican shit's more swaggy.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Also, while we're talking about new music, really, really, really quick, I could kind of end my session on this.
Let's go, Payne.
Oh, how you knew who that was?
I can notice any voice.
I ain't gonna lie.
SaVon, are you trying to say
wait,
T-Pain look like me?
Wait.
Are you trying to say I look like Payne?
Wait, hold on. Look, yo, Kieran.
Yeah, you good?
Wait. Damn, why the Wi-Fi always fuck up when
you
I
good,
play the Wi-Fi, bro?
Now it's your Wi-Fi.
Nah, we gotta talk about this music. Cause tonight we gonna get lit. Yo, Kieran, look at this.
You trying to call me Payne? Yo, Kieran, get the fuck out of here, Kieran. Huh?
Listen to the music. Hey, look at you. Halloween right around the corner. Look at this nigga. Look. You know y'all.
I ain't gonna lie. We gotta hide you from Jason Derulo. Cause like the shit started.
This T-Pain.
Nah, this sound like Jason Derulo.
This you.
No, it's not.
Look. That song is called Club Husband.
You was a Sweet 16 like specialist, wasn't you?
Nigga, that came out last week.
No, it's a little. There's a cadence you like when it comes to.
It came out last week.
Neo, Ed Sheeran,
Alex, T-Pain.
They got that bop. They all got that bop.
They all got that same bop that you hear at Sweet 16s.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yo, Llama.
Yeah.
Is it right, Llama?
Them white networks, right?
Yeah, like that.
Yo, Llama. What's up with you, gang?
Yeah. How many Sweet 16s you went to?
I went to Quinceañeras.
Of course you fucking went to Quinceañeras.
You know what? We gonna get up out of here. But you trying to play me because last week you talking about I was some fucking.
Yo, end us off with that little T-Pain.
Yeah. Hey, end us off with some pain, SaVon.
Hey, pause
Some
that.
pain.
Yo, pause that, bro. I ain't ending you off with no pain. I'm gonna tell you what I was doing, nigga. Yeah,
They got
you
that
wanna
bop.
talk about this ain't that bop. See, you don't even know. Alex, no. It's been a Need to Know podcast. What you need to know, when you need to know. Thank y'all for pulling up. We appreciate you. sign up to our Patreon if you made it this far in the podcast.
Yeah,
There's no reason that you haven't liked, comment, subscribe. Please keep us in your algorithm. Keep us in your thoughts. Keep us in your prayers. We appreciate y'all. This has been a journey of doing this, Alex.
It really has, man. Salute to you. Salute to all the audience members. Hey, we gave out our headphones. Salute to Elizabeth. Just letting y'all know.
Elizabeth Rodriguez.
Yeah.
This is her music. This is her music.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I know this. Elizabeth Rodriguez, thank you, mommy.
Mommy.
We appreciate y'all.
Say I say.
We out of here, man.
Say I say.
You know this shit.
You are Dominican.
Oh, this is my bop, right?
You are
Yo,
Dominican.
is this my bop?
This shit.
Nah, you always try to.
Nah, I know some of that shit.
Goodbye, nigga.
You are Dominican.
Thank you.